right. There we go. Welcome,
It's
everybody.
spooky.
Yes,
Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, it still is. I'm taking it back from Mariah Carey.
but it's not even like it's early. It's you're 11 months early.
Well,
Yeah,
no, it's
see,
just
they always
1 month
start
late.
Christmas a little early. We're starting Halloween even earlier.
I don't want a lot for Halloween. Yeah, no, the Mariah Carey's gonna counter this by just making a Halloween song.
Wanna for Halloween? I just want to show you my peen.
Oh,
Oh, that raises up more questions, Mariah Carey. Why'd you sing that?
she's got a peen. It's pretty obvious.
Good.
She
I
wants to
like
show it to
that. I like that thumbnail.
Thank you.
Sorry, I can't see things yet because I am playing Final Fantasy XIV still.
Yes, we'll be waiting to start till Hinkle finishes his dungeon. Much like I've been doing MMOs on my recent streams, he's got the Final Fantasy XIV.
Yay. It's a fantastic grind.
Oh, you'd love the one I just started yesterday then. Thank you
Yeah,
for
that sounds really interesting, and if I didn't already have Final Fantasy XIV in my life, I think I might do it.
Well, hey, good. Well, good news. The first parts of it are free.
It's not just the time problem. It's also it's not just the money problem. It's also the time.
Yeah, the time, the grind.
I am not even halfway through doing the content of the base game, which you could call the first of like, what is it, 6 expansions at this point? And that is taken me about 600 hours. So granted, the way I'm playing the game is not the way most people would play Final Fantasy XIV, but I will collect all the relic weapons.
I will collect it all. Hello, Lord Meep. Yes, we are in the Snoot category because, I mean, this game's a Snoot-like, which is a new genre that I hope more things come into.
Yeah, Snoot-like is a fantastic descriptor, both because it's funny sounding and it's not something that I would have thought would become its own genre.
Which I think is a valid genre because there's like 2 other games besides this one that are being worked on. The one with the shark, and then I think the other one's just called Devlog. I don't know what the main dino for that one is. Oh yeah, then I saw another one that I think involves you going after a MILF dino.
How old is the
How original?
Thank you for the sub, Scruffy.
No problem.
Hello, Banjo. How you doing? Yes,
How old is the protagonist in the MILF one?
I think it's like dino in her like early to mid 30s or something, and you're like a gym dude bro that runs into her.
Okay, so you're also an adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like a college gym bro or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably in your early 20s.
And yeah, I still have the...
There's also the Paramore's making its progress. I've been seeing that on Twitter.
Oh, that's good.
Sheba
will like that, which of course also to let everybody
Yes,
know.
I mean, it's a clever use of the one line from, if anything Goodbye Volcano High did, it's at least brought that word in with Paramore.
Yeah, true. And to let everybody know, we don't have Shima tonight because, given the month, we celebrate No Naomi November, so he's formally protesting and won't be around.
Is anybody partaking in No Nut November?
Well, they'll probably lose during this stream, given the characters.
Damn.
There's a telling silence from the group.
I mean, I'm not.
Here, let me just roll over to the starting screen. We'll just sit on that for a little bit, too.
Gave it a week. I thought that was fair.
I didn't give it a day.
Damn.
Maybe, I don't know.
With your stones?
No, they're not there anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Oh, have I not? I feel like I've talked about that.
you're no longer peeing red.
Yeah, no, I felt like I talked about this.
No,
They're gone. There was
there are no longer sprinkles in Hinkle.
what I've learned is that kidney stones hurt in a very different way and for a very different reason from what I always my entire life thought about a kidney stone. Like, I thought a kidney stone, like the reason though kidney stones hurt so much is because it's a little sharp, pointy thing moving through your urethra. Like, am I alone in that thought?
I mean, it was just because it was a sharp thing inside your body, but yeah.
I always
it's
assumed it was
basically
either that sharp, rough thing, or just that was very big passing through tiny tube.
So it is more the second thing you said, but the tiny tube is not the urethra. It's the ureter, which is the
It's like the bridge between the kidneys to the...
Yeah, the bridge for kidney to bladder.
Ureter, I hardly know her.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it being sharp or rough or anything. It's just the fact that it blocks the flow of the urine from the kidney to the bladder, which, of course, your body responds to in unkind ways because it's like, this is an emergency.
More pressure.
Yeah. And that is horrific. It was... I wish that it was explained to me properly what was going to happen, because I did not realize, like, oh, this is the kidney stone passing. Yeah, because it's a pain. The penis part was not painful at all. It was also incredibly fast. Did you
hear it hit the bowl?
You know what? I don't know if it was in my head or not, but I swear there was a pop.
Fair enough. I've had that where I swore I heard something, but nobody else did.
Yeah. But...
Man, that's gotta be a concerning thing if you didn't know you had a kidney stone, you're just peeing, then you hear...
So, this is when we learned that Hinkle, in fact, had a schizophrenic kidney stone. It was never there to begin with. He simply hallucinated it.
But no, so... It was a horrible, horrible, horrible pain, just like in the left side of my body. Obviously, around where the kidney is. And it was entirely just because of the backup. And it... there was not even any blood when it finally stopped hurting. Like, I never peed any blood from that. It was because it wasn't cutting anything up. It was just blocking the way. And... holy shit, that was, like... I contemplated going to the hospital, partially because I didn't know, like, is this it? Like, I didn't know...
Am I going to die?
I didn't know that this was it? No, it as in the kidney stone passing. Like, I didn't know, like, what was happening.
Amanda, I'm crowning.
But yeah, I'm glad I didn't go to the hospital, and I talked to the doctor about it, and he's like, yeah, no, that's the passing. And I was like, oh, thanks for telling me.
Breaking off that topic, did you folks do your civic duty this week?
I did.
So did I.
Marilyn did it for me.
I drove, because it was a little too far to walk.
Yeah.
It was like 3 miles away. I wasn't going to walk that.
Functionally, yes.
Did you mail in, or...
My state did the thing that I would have done.
They voted for you?
I mean, yeah, that's what they do. It's literally how the Electoral College works. I don't need to vote because they did it
Well,
for
funny,
me.
I didn't see Hinkle on the registry for votes. Otherwise, I would have voted for you.
Voted for me.
Hinkle for president.
I mean, I'm down.
He's got a very presidential name.
Oh, you mean my actual name?
Yes, that is absolutely like assign random name to U.S. president. Your name would definitely be on that list.
Yeah. It's a very generic name.
That's kind of a strength, though, because it means you're super hard to find by name.
That's true. Although
The
not
only,
a lot of
the only way
white
that would have
people
been
have
better
that.
is if your last name was Smith, because that would have been even better.
Yeah.
Because that's like the most common name.
Well, just based on this title screen, but I'm done with the dungeon, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, okay.
Just based on this title screen, I do like this protagonist. I like the triceratops a lot.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. So we had we got a game with a emotionally broken pterodactyl, a physically broken crocodile. I wonder what's going to be broken about the triceratops.
My pelvis.
Good choice.
She does look a little mask, which, I mean, it's
Yeah,
fine.
but then your eyes go down below the chin line.
But no, I'm not saying like she's trying to be. It's just
I know, it's just funny.
I mean, it's definitely possible to be masculine and still beautiful. I mean, look at how a lot of artists draw Supergirl.
I haven't seen many Supergirl drawings. I'll take
I
your
would've
word
gone-
on it.
I meant like in the comic books how they draw her,
Oh, okay.
depending on the artist.
I don't read comics.
According to Khazard, it's the opposite this time.
The protagonist
Waifu
is
still-
broken.
Hmm.
I mean,
Interesting.
haven't all of the humans in this game been broken also in a way?
Yeah, actually, Inko is emotionally and socially stunted.
Yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah,
get to
well,
watch much of the Snoot stuff, so
I find it very
I know-
interesting that. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying I know about as much as I've heard of you about Anon. Or whatever the
Yeah,
love
Anon.
interest is.
Just typical 4chaner for that one. So very
Yeah.
broken.
He's probably happy right now.
I find it very interesting that both of Cave Manon's protagonists are have very neglectful parents.
Pretty common.
I guess that is
Wonder how
probably.
his own parents are.
I wonder if that's a personal commentary or just a societal commentary.
No, Khazard, the bastard has the gall to have a social life outside of us is the problem.
Yeah, see, the problem is we can't keep him in the basement. He keeps getting out.
Keeps hanging out with his fantasy friends from Volcano Islands.
So, I guess first thing to start off with, this is a fan game. This isn't Caveman on stuff for anybody that ends up watching this VOD later that doesn't know. I believe the guy's name is Roach King. At least that's what his Twitter handle and
You
other
could,
stuff is.
You could hit credits there real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it
Yeah,
doesn't
there we
explode.
go. Yeah, Roach King, I had that right. Yeah, Roach, we got some animation and character art. That's always nice. Tuco Ciro's creator. I don't know who Ciro is. Background art by P.
Creator?
Strudel. Writing, Roach King. Lagucci Piganon. Editing, proofreading. Additional concept. Some music. Bunch of special thanks. Alright.
Nice.
Let's
I
get
have to assume Zero is a character.
Alright, let's get started.
Let's get it
Ah,
started.
Man, we really should have had Shima. Look, the text box is Arizona.
That reminds me, we need to do Monster Road Trip again.
Yeah, we gotta do another one of those before they release MonsterCon. Which will probably be next year.
Barely played Road Trip.
I learned the other day that Let's Get It Started is not the name of that song, nor is it the lyrics of that song.
Okay, there's two versions of that song.
Yeah.
and that is the radio-friendly version of it.
I did not know that was not the original version of that song.
Oh, I know. I listened to the original one. It's still good.
Wait,
I mean, yeah.
there's actually multiple versions of the song? I thought you meant there's
Hold
like
on.
multiple names.
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, okay. Why are you playing this in November? Are you trying to get me to lose? Yes, Khazard. You're not gonna like what I have in store for Monday.
What?
Don't worry about it. The floor felt cold.
So, I've dropped it in VC context.
Let me look at this. Oh, whoops.
That is the actual name of the song, and they say it in the song.
Yeah, like every time they say "Let's get it started," what they're actually saying is that.
Oh, well.
I did not know that until the other
Functionally
day.
identical, aside from that one lyric.
But which makes the lines where like "get stupid" make so much more sense.
Great song.
See, this sound, just the title alone makes it sound like this is what like middle schoolers would change the lyrics to be funny.
That's because I heard that version before, but I thought it was just some sort of like cheesy person doing a really immature remake of the song.
No, that is straight up the Black Eyed Peas saying that. You know, for whoever doesn't get it at this point.
All right. The floor felt cold.
Or can't feel it all.
A warm, tingling sensation smothered my face as my body began registering the pain. The aching in my knuckles came next, then my chest.
And then my...
I saw stars before my vision came to, witnessing the other students surround me with their phones in hand while teachers began escorting them outside of the gymnasium. So it seems we're starting in the middle of why he's probably going to a dino school. Or in the middle of action that would instigate him meeting a dinosaur.
Perhaps this is in media res and this is halfway through.
Oh, but then we get a flashback. You might be wondering how I got here, Record Scratch.
Baba O'Reilly starts playing in the background.
The snide remarks and mocking comments didn't help the beating headache. My dignity, my pride, like a single drop of water, all disappeared into the sea of flashes.
Khazard said, "Can't wait for you guys to finish this demo in December."
Yeah, Demo December. That's what it is.
Demo-sember!
Not bad.
I thought I did what was right for me. This is the end of my normal human high school life. I'm dead now.
And then he gets... This is actually an isekai.
I picked a fight with the new transfer kid from Japan. He was a truck.
August 6th, Ironstone, Texas. Oh, I guess that makes much more sense because we got the cow skull in the corner.
It's a visual game instead.
Temperature.
I'm sure.
Hot as hell. Sitting in my dad's truck on my way to my new school. The old man was insistent that he drop me off on my first day, probably to make sure I wasn't skipping. I tried my best to blank out my mind in preparation for the new school year. The truck reeks of cigarette smoke and alcohol, making it impossible to disassociate. My dad's still giving me the silent treatment from last night's fight. Wow, they transferred real quick then.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
didn't
literally...
give him any time to like process emotionally what just happened.
Unless those are two separate fights.
I don't think this is like literally the day after that, but
last night.
It's funny
last night's fight.
well, it didn't. Let's see if it specifies that there was a fight between them or something else.
I sit completely still so as to not draw any further confrontation. Okay, so I imagine this was a separate fight, probably over getting transferred.
Yeah.
It's the first time it's my first time having to live in dino territory. It's already bad enough having to drive past Dodger neighborhoods. Now I gotta coexist with them too. It really is a vigil game.
Jesus Christ.
After my last school,
He's gonna be so mad about that one.
my only choices were the one. My only choices were the ones Saurian school willing to take me under their wing, or military school on the other side of the country.
Oh wait, no, he's not. He's the reason your YouTube channel got a fucking strike.
Right, yeah.
What? Wait, what happened?
Basically an old VOD from 4 years ago got a content warning because of a Vigil comment.
I don't.
You can
It was in Monster Prom.
yeah, you can scroll up in the lunch. I'll ping you on it later.
Okay.
Both were ass, but I took the choice that didn't involve training to die in another country. It wasn't my fault the teacher saw me as a threat. I barely did jack shit. One single motion I make to get a ruler or a calculator out of my bag, the entire class would suddenly flip over their desks and use them as makeshift barricades and shields. Not going to lie, it was pretty funny to see a bunch of students freaking out over nothing. Those were the only moments worth mentioning. Everything else from those schools were complete trash experiences. Hinkle, you want to be the dad?
Sure. Last chance, you know that, right?
The rumble of my dad's low-toned voice makes my heart drop to my stomach.
Giraffe.
No. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up for yourself. I ain't got any more schools to put you through.
Yeah, whatever.
What's your name?
Nua? I'm not sure what the pun is going to be off this name. Please make the dad Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. I'm in a video game about dinosaurs. Yeah.
Hey Lois, I gotta put my kid in the Dodgers school now.
New account. That's pretty good.
That's funny.
What did you just say? I'm becoming Lois.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The horse is here.
Dad gives me a glare before turning his attention back to the road. I can feel my throat dry up, my nerves flare up, and my survival instincts tell me to be still like stone as to not be thrown out of a moving car. Fucking hate car rides with him. Oh. I pull out my phone, scrolling through the vast selection of colorful icons to browse while I wait for my stop. Totally and completely unrelated to the game, but can any of you make a very stereotypical Hispanic male accent? Maybe?
No.
Probably could.
Ultimately, I choose... Okay, what do we want to pick?
Not the bottom one. We have some dignity here.
I'm sorry. I was on the
I would vote a shitty image board.
Love it. I love it. It's called it. Jesus Christ. Formerly shitter. Yeah, a shitty image board.
Yeah. Also, we can't dignify this. Nobody calls it X.
Still what it is.
Let's see. Porn, leaked cartel video, car wreck video, porn. There I see it. The school fight that's still circulating. Also totally irrelevant, but can any of you actually speak Italian? I could speak Mario.
As the Italians say, no.
I close the application. It's been 6 months since that incident. It should all be old news by now. But then again, of course some clout-chasing fuck is going to dig up drama and post it to pretend it's a recent thing. I put my phone in my pocket as I gaze out the passenger window. As we near the school, I catch sight of the students streaming towards the campus like a disorganized line of ants. A colorful, oddly shaped line of ants. We pull up to the sidewalk, where a traffic sign marked Student Drop-Off designates the area. My dad reaches over to open my door, signaling me to get out and embrace the new year. I step out of the car, slinging my backpack over my shoulder.
I'm torn between Peter Griffin and not Peter Griffin. Hey, Lois. I love you.
See you at dinner. I slam the car door. I can hear the gravel under the truck shift behind me as he drives away. Alright. Ironstone High. Let's get this over with. Dino Asmongold Kurt silently watching this kid's cringe video. 4 million views. Hold on to me.
I don't understand the title.
I assume me is the girl dino's name. The triceratops we saw, or something related to that.
I would assume that as well.
Walking down the
Okay.
sidewalk towards the building, my eyes are immediately assaulted by the crowd of saturated hues, colorful enough to restore vision to a blind child. Better than Mr. Beast.
I sounded
Yeah.
more like Chris Griffin.
Damn, it was a gaunt bastard.
And Anon said he was a skeleton without his jacket.
Yeah, I get why people think you're a threat, man. You dress like a school shooter.
We got the fingerless glove, we got the ear gauges and rings, the
The
hat.
unnecessary camo pants.
Yeah.
Now those used to be like a thing in the mid 2000s, but nowadays that's a warning sign on somebody.
Can't tell if
In my
the
experience,
G is a
people who wear this
shadow
fashion-
or some edgy design on his jacket.
He's a fan of the Gaviners. And that's not a joke you're going to get until I predict like 2027.
What? What? What are you?
Duck Dynasty thing.
It's a Phoenix Wright thing.
Oh, okay. The main girl's nickname is Maddie/Mimi. Ah, got it. Okay. Well, you guys could take random student.
Holy shit, dude, I haven't seen you in forever.
Scruffy, that's literally what everyone first said when the character's design was shown. They got a very good design then.
Yeah, no, man, it's good to see you.
Oh, wow. Good voice.
OMG,
Oh,
Jekka,
fine, you
is
do it.
that you?
No! Megan? Oh my gosh.
The intrusive thought of walking the other way back to my apartment grew like an ever-present tumor.
I wonder if this is going to be a character.
You know, this pose, it reminds me of the art style of The World Ends With You. Pose he's in now.
Are you talking about Nua?
Yeah,
or-
Nua's pose. Just
I could see it.
the more jaggedness and the thicker outlines. Which, I gotta get back to that game at some point.
Yeah. I can't explain why I could just never get into that game.
Well, for me, I played it once. I played it, like, the day after Christmas, and then I just got distracted by other games.
Oh, excuse me, coming true.
That's pretty good. You have this character now. I like it.
My thoughts...
Okay, I'll do
There's no way that was allowed.
Is anybody gonna know what that is?
It doesn't.
I don't know. My thoughts halt as one of the meteor dodgers runs right into me like a freight train.
That slipped out. It just means Italian.
I know, not in a good way. It means
But
Italian.
It's been like 50 years.
I don't care.
Also,
It's
fuck
like-
you. It's not a Jersey accent. Fuck
It's
off
like-
with that, Callard.
It's like saying the Spanish word for black, but pronouncing it wrong, and just being like, it just means a black person. What's wrong with that?
It's Italian, I'm pretty sure it's fine.
Hey, if the
We'll find out when it's
Defamation League
uploaded.
says something. Yeah, in like 2 years.
My thoughts halt as one of the meteor dodgers runs right into me like a freight train, nearly knocking me off balance and completely knocking my phone out of my hand and into the
I'm
pavement.
rolling to determine how acceptable that was. Strangely, I rolled a 10.
Shit. Even the dice don't know where it is.
Yo, what the fuck, dude? The reddish orange dino. Oh, the reddish orange dino. A raptor, I think, sporting a wool jacket, twists his head over to my fallen relic of a phone.
Oh shit, my bad, dude.
He, in what felt like a nanosecond, picks up the phone and hands it back to me, all without batting an eye.
Pixel 3, got it. Meet me at lunch tomorrow, gotta go see ya.
Hey, wait a minute, you fucking asshole! Hey, Outcast, we're doing great. We got new dinos. He gives me a pair of finger guns as he disappears into the crowd. Oh no, we already covered you shouldn't be giving this kind of guy guns. Oh no.
I have to Google Jelky again now because I forgot what it is.
Do you have to?
Yeah.
I thought we've been over this. You shouldn't Google anything that comes up in this chat or stream because it's never good. My immediate reaction is to look at my phone. Sure as shit, it's been shattered.
Uh-huh.
Sure as
Your shit's been
shattered, it's been shit. My only tie to my sanity now left as a broken mess in the palm of my hand.
It's still fine, you baby.
Damn
All
it.
you do is take that screen off. That's what I've proven.
$50, just go to a goddamn repair shop.
No, just take the screen off and everything's fine.
Who needs screens anyway?
That's why. So underneath the glass is just the actual screen that functions perfectly fine. The glass is just in the way. So when my screen cracked on my cell phone, I just took off the screen, the glass screen, and now I'm just operating off of what is underneath.
No, we did not, Outcast.
Did you, Ari Fishwai? No, we got like 1 or 2 streams left, but since Shima's out this week, I figured, why not do the demo while it's still fresh?
Talking to volcano people.
Hi, ain't that the new human transfer? I might use that voice again later. I wasn't sure if that was gonna be. Luce has got a Pixel 3.
Did his skin? Look how squishy he looks.
I love his annoyed face.
Look how squishy he looks. I want to squish him. What the fuck?
The stone
of
grinding
stone
sound.
sliding.
Dude, he's looking at us.
Quick, go ask him to feel his skin.
No way, dude. He's looking like how scary he looks. Like,
Lay a finger on me and I'll rip it off.
dude, let's just go.
I turn back and walk towards the school, now noticing the majority of the students staring right at me. Ah, shit. I quickly make my way to the building, covering the side of my face with my hand to avoid eye contact from all the other students who are now gawking at me. Oh damn, ending 1 starting early. This is
Thing
all...
one, you started the game.
This is all because of that clumsy dodger. He told me to meet him at lunch tomorrow, right?
Why tomorrow?
I'll give him a piece of my mind then. I'm betting the guy's gonna like replace the
Because
phone.
I need about 24 hours to get whatever you need. That's why.
I gotta curb stomp that asshole the moment I see him.
Try it, paisan.
It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
It's just how Sopranos can I make him?
Each time he shows up, he gets a little more. I look around the new environment, taking in the large structure to accommodate some of the taller and bulkier students.
That's a stone, Luigi. You didn't make it.
The walls display the Texas flag, school awards, photos of clubs and sports teams, and real foliage. Check the time on my phone. Even with the cracks, I could still read 6:44 a.m. What? Who starts
Yeah,
school that early?
That's about when I had to get. I probably had to get up earlier.
I'm trying to remember. I think.
Yeah, it was like
7:30 for me in high school.
It was like 6:45. We got there and at like 7:15 it started.
For me, it was like 7:40, 7:45.
You were lucky. You didn't have a lot of schools in your district then.
Hmm.
For some reason, they decide high schoolers should get up first for some god awful reason.
Yeah, Pint of Pain. I am very, very stoked for Mario and Luigi Brothership. Our family has a tradition that we don't buy anything for ourselves for entertainment purposes starting November, so that we have stuff to buy each other for Christmas. So I currently am not getting the game.
That's a smart
but
idea.
hopefully, I will be getting it for Christmas.
Oh, I
Smart.
didn't realize it came out today. I'll probably also be getting it for Christmas then. Snoot-like. Yeah, Outcast, that's the new genre I'm calling for all these games now. I got a little over 15 minutes before class starts. I'm thirsty.
He's a thirsty bitch.
I walk up to a nearby vending machine to view its contents. I don't usually drink coffee, but hopefully the caffeine and whatever drywall brand soda that's in here can get me through the day awake. The machine is a more modern type, with the sliding tube thing that grabs the drink, yet it moves at a sluggish pace, probably from excessive use. A lot of the brands I don't recognize either. I put my quarters in and zone out while watching the mechanism work its way to deliver my drink.
Sorry, PB
The hell is
what was that a joke about?
I think
Like,
it's
what
too
line?
I'm thirsty.
Oh, okay.
What the hell is Diet Dr. Hinkle?
It's not very smart sound.
I'm betting that the machines get stuck, and it just makes him rage. This just feels like this whole day is not going to go well for him, and it's just gonna make him super angry, and he's gonna get into a fight, but forgets, oh wait, these are dinosaurs. I can't fight those.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I get my ass kicked against humans. How am I going to beat dinosaurs?
I ponder my current situation. One more year of school, and it's on dino territory. I really screwed things up for myself. I might not ever see a human again.
Well, that's probably not right.
God, I'm gonna have to get stuck with scaly fever. Clunk. I come to right as my okay, yeah, like he's snapping back to reality.
I come to right as my okay.
Yeah, there should have been a comma there.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
It's just an uncommon series of words, but it's technically correct.
I come to right as my chosen soda makes its way down the tube.
I mean, if you wanted to make it less confusing, you could have said, right as my chosen soda comes down to the tube, I come
Hey,
to...
I called it! The tradition
Well...
continues. Carfe Cola. I don't think he should be drinking this.
What is Carfe?
That's the drug Reed was using in Snoot Game.
Oh.
Oh, because it's like Coke.
Oh,
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
right. I miss when these used to have real Carfe in it. Only for it to get stuck.
That's a big ass soda.
Whatever. I pick up a light scent of lavender. I'm really liking these like rectangular cutaways to show like the actions that are happening.
Very comic panel. It's nice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the text boxes
Yeah.
end up covering them a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you can hide it.
Yeah. Maybe something like the text box goes away when the thing comes in and then it pops back up. I jump as a hand clutches my shoulder and a high-pitched voice follows.
Okay. I get the hint. Hold on a second.
Reed said it was used as tranks for elephants, by the way. Damn, I can't believe they tranquilized elephants with Coca-Cola. Those polar the polar bears must be fucked up.
Excuse me, you must be new account, correct? They said high pitched.
I turn my attention to the aggressor, a teal T-Rex that towers over me.
Ours is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, like
Unless that hat's very vertical.
his head actually stops like on this line. Flat head.
He had a very bad brain injury at the end of the last school year.
He's just got a big indent. I like this
The
T-Rex.
dent.
Accompanying her is a shorter gator. Well, no, this can't be a gator. It's not crippled.
Damn it, I was gonna say he's not in a wheelchair.
That's just been my first instinct now whenever I've been seeing gators and stuff. I just think, this should be in a wheelchair.
No, there's no way.
No, legitimately. No, you should.
An alligator.
I mean, he's giving him. He's legitimately giving himself a verbal tick.
Yeah. Right. Let me tell you guys, chat. I didn't mention this on stream. Start of this week, like Sunday or something, I had a dream where I'm stuck in a time loop at a fast food restaurant that's run by it's like some big fantasy evil thing, because my dreams are, going fantastical. And I just start screwing around in the time loops, and in one, I purposefully made them angry, and I forget what they said, but they said want, and I immediately corrected them to, I was like, don't you mean Wani? So yeah, I have given myself this actual tick now. This is my life this is my life through Wani.
And when we go back to Phoenix Wright, you're gonna go back and be like, "What are you talking about?"
Surprise, PB Pixel. He just looks like Simone from fucking Gurren Lagann.
Oh yeah, I could kind of see that. Looking like a male model on the cover of one of Mom's Vogue magazines. New vocal stim unlocked. Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna pick up from this game. Can I help you?
Oh, we're with the student council.
Okay, so which one of them is secretly evil and manipulative?
Is there part of the student council?
Well, yes, because that's what's happened in the past too.
Yeah.
Surprise!
I'm President. I'm President Tiffany Rogers, and this is the Vice President Diego Cortez. No, he does not have an offensive accent.
Surprised it hasn't happened to IRL. I haven't said it, but I have mentally said it a few times when I hear
I
one.
feel like you said Wani in a conversation we had the other day.
Oh yeah, with you guys, but not like outside of the microphone.
Hinkle saw that name and his blood began to boil.
Oh my god, it's not. I hate this joke. Somebody is going to see this in real, like someone I know in real life, and then they're going to be like, he's racist, and it's going to somehow end up hurting me. It's not true.
Hey, we didn't say anything this time. We didn't specify why your blood is boiling.
As soon as you say that name and your blood began to boil, all of a sudden you're making accusations of me calling you I'm offended, sir.
What? That is literally what you meant.
I meant no such thing.
You can't.
How rude.
Yeah, you're
can't fool
putting
me.
words in his mouth, Tinkle.
Did you just call
Did
me
you just call him Tinkle? Oh, the brain rot's real.
Remember, he does not have an offensive accent.
Oh, but I can. It's the only one I can really do. Like, oh, hold on.
No, you can do an offensive accent. It's fine. I just think at this point it'd be really funny if she keeps on insisting he doesn't have one.
Like he's just got the most normal accent, but she's just keeps correcting.
Encantado. Interesting to see a human up close.
See, it's not offensive because it sounds like the wrong nationality.
Wasn't.
I'm sorry.
As the flamboyant Spaniard gives his greeting, Tiffany hands me a pamphlet titled "Your New Beginning at Ironstone High."
We're the committee. Seeing as you're the first ever human attending our school, we'd like to give you a tour.
Damn,
We'd
she's
like to take you on a tour or give you one, whatever.
the high up mouth close. It just makes me think she's got the Jay Leno chin.
She really does have a fucking jawline.
I guess she is a
she's a
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
so
I know, but it's just like between the two of them, damn.
We were waiting at the front entrance, but I guess you didn't see us. I think your hand was covering half your face.
man, so far this student council is jawsome. Great. Not only is my plan to remain invisible completely out the door, I get the red carpet. Wait, she's a T-Rex, I think. What does that mean?
Well,
Oh, if I stood really still, would she go away?
I'm wearing glasses today.
I like this character you've created so far.
Are you alright?
No, not working.
Because I'm wearing my glasses today.
Gotta let them down easy. Don't need to cause a scene like a few minutes ago. Look, I'm not really interested. I just rather get to class.
Well, that's going to be a problem. The principal specifically wanted us to introduce you to everyone in the school wearing the salmon suit. Wanted us to introduce you to the school and escort you to him at the end of the day. That's what I meant.
I want to play off, but I'm just laughing too much at that.
What?
I wanted to play off, but it's just got me laughing so much.
It was a good pull. It was funny.
Plus, the first day is icebreakers anyway, so you wouldn't be missing out on any schoolwork. You'd just be missing the important social interactions. You'll officially meet the teachers tomorrow.
Special T-Rex seeing glasses. I love that concept. They don't help her see any better. It's just to notice that things aren't moving.
Yeah.
Humorous in the walk and talk at least.
Not offensive.
You gotta be fucking kidding. Fine, whatever.
I might kid, but I never fuck.
Dang.
Excellent. We'll begin the tour right away, and we'll even treat you to lunch afterwards. Because you have to pay for it here. Excellent. We'll begin the tour right away, and we'll even treat you to... Oh, wait. Okay, this game has this weird thing where, like, it continues a dialogue box.
I do like that because it changed the expression too on
Yeah,
that.
you can definitely, like, express certain things better that way. It's just really unexpected.
Yeah.
Since,
They'll treat us to lunch afterwards. And since it's a T-Rex and a gator, they just take us outside and we take out an ox or something.
You'll be our treat for lunch afterwards.
We both turned to the vending machine. The bottle was still stuck. The more I look at the condensation on the bottle, the more I felt my mouth dry up, wanting the sugary drink. Yeah, lunch sounds good, actually. Did they remove it? Remove what? Wait, how could
bottle?
How could they have removed? Oh yeah, it would be the bottle.
Or what else?
I can't imagine they could have removed anything from the game. It's an alpha. I don't think they update demos too frequently.
Or did they have something really horrible in there and they got rid of it already?
The first destination was right back out the way I came. The oddly well-dressed gator led the way, with Tiffany dragging me behind her as we exited the school building again. In the "you gotta be fucking kidding me" line, I think you can hear the Postal 2 guy. Oh.
If you listen very closely, you can hear
Giraffe.
Here's the parking lot. You got a ride. You could drive here.
Alright, that was better.
Alright, cool.
Giraffe.
Some of that didn't get picked up.
Uh,
Or was that just my connection?
I mean, I heard along.
yeah, it's hard to do the gravelly and get it picked up as easy. Moving right along.
Hey, wait! That's not all of the story. You gotta explain the history, too. He has to know why there's a parking lot here.
When it
So
was
back in
first-
1978, the school was in dire need of government funding. Unfortunately, the state government was not willing to help the school's improvement because of how little the student count was. So with the help of the community, we...
Actually, emoji face.
Actually, that would be a good emoji.
And tune out.
And then the Depression happened, and then...
The Depression happened after 1978?
I haven't really
I'm going to be voicing 3 members to the cast. This is going to be fun. I'm going to be Shima talking to himself, or Hinkle talking to himself.
Scruffy game. I never had anyone talk so passionately about their school. Honestly, if someone started telling me the history of a park, well, I'd unplug my brain for the rest of the day. Especially about a damn parking lot.
This is all very interesting and not at all offensive. So anyway, in the early 1700s, they brought ships here with the new...
We spent maybe an hour walking around outside of the campus, maybe more. Tiffany would take a stop in front of the vegetable garden to explain the rich lore of the important piece of this school's history. I'm a little concerned at the amount of cotton this garden has, but okay.
The deepest lore!
But it's okay,
Isn't
she
that
assured me it's not offensive. Same thing.
The cotton is here for picking, and that's not offensive!
Same thing happened with the flower garden, then the PE building that I didn't see from the front of the school. A bunch of yada yada I didn't remotely care about.
And that's why there's cotton in the PE building.
Tiffany
It's
would
not offensive!
Tiffany would periodically ask me trivia questions on what she lectured, forcing me to somewhat pay attention. You gotta get these all right, or otherwise you're locked into ending 1. We rounded a corner that led us to the entrance of the cafeteria. Lunchtime, finally. Oh, I like that. It said carnivore, pescatarian, I assume herbivore.
Yeah. Pescatarian? No, I'm Jewish.
Hey, yo, Duppy. How you doing?
And here we have the cafeteria, which has a long history of people eating here. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
As you can see, here we have a large selection for all kinds of dietary needs. Oh dear.
The lunchroom was filled to the brim. Looked like a riot had started near what I presumed to be the lunch lines. I can't even get a proper view of what they even have for lunch. Can't see the trays and the food lines. I don't see any menus. Even the signs held way up above are blocked by the much taller students.
Right, I'm dying to. It's Monday. Oh, the carnivores go crazy on Mondays usually.
So it's like this often? Is the green silhouette Iadicon? It's definitely very close.
You know, it's funny. Eoticon just looks like the correct way, like the correct name, and not just Nakadai backwards. Nakadai just doesn't feel like a real name. That just feels like somebody had a name backwards.
I see it now. I mean, Iadicon just also rolls off the tongue really well.
I think Thursdays are the slowest, they say. That's why it's when they serve the bueno stuff to the herbivores and mystery sludge to the rest.
Oh, that's a horrible school day. Like, each day, one food group, food diet is served the best. I'm not too desensitized to lunchtime chaos, but I don't think my previous schools were as much of a shit show as this.
We're going to have to do a rain check on that lunch offer, Nua. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I was half expecting this anyway.
Maybe I could make it up to you with a granola bar, maybe.
What are you, a 80-year-old grandma?
Wow, that's offensive.
You can't be here anymore.
Okay, so ageism is where you draw the line.
It's offensive to call me old.
Thanks. Think I'll pass. Rude, I love granola bars. I mean, pint of pain, granola bars can be good, but someone offering you a granola bar out of nowhere just feels like they're gonna be pulling it out of their purse, and it's like half flattened and bent at a 80-degree angle, and it's like 8 months old.
That's true.
You know, it's got like a flavor that they haven't served in years.
I miss Surge. Whenever I think about discontinued things, I always remember Surge.
Revolt.
I got reminded of Butterfinger BBs the other day. I was sad.
I got reminded that Butterfingers exist just now, and I got sad.
We're not starting this again. Butterfingers is a great candy.
I, the other day, tried a Butterfingers because you kept on talking about how good they are, and I can't express to you how disappointed I was. It, like, the taste is actually like 8 out of 10.
Okay.
The experience of eating a Butterfinger is like a. I'm trying to be generous, and I'm gonna say a 2 out of 10. Like,
that's fair. That shit really does get stuck in your fucking teeth.
So hard and crumbly.
Was
like,
it?
By the time I was done eating this Butterfingers, there was so much food just in my lap, and yeah, it gets stuck in your teeth. There was I will say I had a king size Butterfinger. So
Okay,
there was so
I was gonna say, what size was it?
There was so much in my teeth, like in my molars, that I could not close my mouth. I could not get my front teeth to touch each other because there was that much excess mass stuck to my teeth, and so stuck that I felt like if I tried to remove it, I would have like ripped off a crown or something. I just had to like wait for it to dissolve. Which,
yeah,
to be fair,
that's one of the Butterfingers is one of those foods they don't advise eating if you have crowns.
To be fair, it was a delicious dilemma to have, but everything else about it was so unenjoyable.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I've noticed normal-sized Butterfingers don't really have, at least in my experience, don't have those problems, but the fun size are a lot
those ones are
harder.
the worst. Those will absolutely. Two of those can shut down your molars. They're like super densely packed for some reason.
I feel like Pint of Pain, I feel like Hershey's chocolate is just so inoffensive that it can't be the shittiest.
Now this was an interesting fact I heard. I don't know how true it is for nowadays, but I did hear Hershey's chocolate is slightly acidic more than normal chocolate, because way back in the day, the food regulations were worse or less. I'll see this link. Say what you're saying, Pixel. The food regulations weren't as tight as they were now, so Hershey was able to use slightly spoiled milk for their chocolate to not make sure they don't waste any. So over time, people, that became the taste of Hershey's chocolate. So now they actually add in a little bit of acid to have that spoiled taste, because that's what people associate Hershey's chocolate with.
This is something apparently Europeans say about Hershey's chocolate, is they think it tastes like vomit because of that, but I've never, I've had both, and I get it, but I'll still eat Hershey's. There's nothing wrong with it to me.
It's definitely
Euro man.
I would say it's definitely, if you had Hershey's first, you're not going to notice it, but if you've only had higher quality, you're probably going to notice a difference.
Although, admittedly, my favorite candies are all made by Mars, which is a UK brand, so... like Milky Way. I love me a Milky Way.
I get Three Musketeers and Milky Ways confused a lot. One of them is... they're both... neither is bad. One of them is
Milky Way is the one with caramel.
Okay,
yeah.
Milky Ways
Three
are
Musketeers is just the whipped nougat.
Yeah, Three Musketeers is the one I was going to say is offensively empty.
I mean, the nougat filling's nice, but I prefer the Milky Way.
It's definitely not bad.
The caramel adds to it,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just there's just not much to a Three Musketeers. It definitely reeks of we wanted to spend less money on chocolate.
They had a really good
filling
dark version. Yeah. They had a really good version where it was dark. They did dark chocolate instead. That was pretty
like Three Musketeers is good for the flavor. Definitely not if you want something substantial. But if you freeze it, it's pretty nice.
It's like a big Charleston chew at that point.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I want to try that.
You ever freeze Charleston chews? They're great.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Especially if you get the long stick one, you freeze it and then you whack it on the counter and then you open it.
Or you could just buy a bag of the little ones.
Yeah, but that's not as fun.
I'm also not entirely sure I know what a Charleston chew is.
They're those little they're
basically marshmallow covered in chocolate.
But it's like a gummier marshmallow. It's a little chewier than you'd expect.
Like a thicker marshmallow.
Good. These aren't the yellow triangle box. Is this?
No, that's Toblerone.
Yeah. Okay.
No, you'll see Charleston chews in like in the big bulk candy aisle, because that's like the only reason people buy them.
Oh. Yeah, those are gross.
If you have them frozen, they're so much better.
Oh.
So I want to say, Duppy, I like that image you posted, especially the pixel dino inko. That's just really funny.
Sorry, Khazard, that sentence is confusing. You would pay to commission a Rosa Price. So you're paying just to know how much you need to pay? Oh, peace. Okay.
I imagine that was an autocorrect.
In that case, I mean, you oh, this seems a little repetitive. I'd pay to commission something. Yes,
Google
that's how
Chrome
that works.
Oh, it's Inko as the Chrome dinosaur. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I get it.
It's funny.
I like that game.
The rest of the school building doesn't really feel that special, despite how much lore Tiffany gives me.
And did you know that in the 70s, they didn't let black people here?
Okay, well, I know.
Offensive!
See, I'm not the one who's gonna say it. I'm off the hook now. Now if it's him.
It's not offensive.
You had an abundance of doors leading into classrooms, as well as a few displays portraying things like parent-teacher conferences, sporting events, or artwork done by the students. Usual run-of-the-mill school decor. By the end, my head felt like it was steaming from all this input. I'd be lucky if I could remember half of that until tomorrow.
And that's why Butterfingers are the worst chocolates.
Yeah, I'm leaving this school. Diego grins and pats me on the shoulder reassuringly.
Don't worry your pretty little head, hermano. If you have any questions, you can always ask some of the other students, essay.
Oh.
Most of the seniors have been here since freshman year, so they'll know their way around.
I mean, I would hope that, because, I mean, that would say a lot about the school otherwise.
Yeah, if more than 50% of the student body wasn't here from the beginning.
The mere thought of having to ask one of those gawking idiots from earlier where my classroom is makes me shudder. Anything but that. Seeing my obviously freaked out response, Diego lets out a hearty laugh before offering me a fist bump.
I think you'll do alright here, hermano. Just keep your head straight and things will take care of themselves, Holmes.
That sounds oddly cryptic, but whatever. I accept the fist bump and try my best to force the corners of my mouth upwards. The result
Might be cryptic, but it's not offensive.
The result is a horrible mix of a serial killer smirk and someone who tried to bite into a lemon.
Oh God, is everything all right? Do you need to go to the hospital?
You know, I'm offended by that.
But it's not offensive.
Please just make this end already. We make our way to the conclusion of the tour, to the principal's office.
And that's why Venezuelan is a kind of Spanish. It's not offensive.
Despite my best efforts to exit from the situation, they always seem to come up with some excuse that would pressure me to keep following them. Halfway down the hall, I could hear some sort of pitter-patter approach. Oh, actual pitter-patter.
Ow.
Ugh. Before I could turn around to look, a force knocked me from my feet. A blur of green and gray flashed past my eyes. God damn it!
Nua, that kind of language is offensive.
Okay, so I see. It's fine when you do it.
Sorry, Taya. I mean Tiffany.
Are you all right?
No! Fuck no! This is the second time this happened! There needs to be an E there.
Yeah.
This little... I turned to point my finger at the source of my agony, but alas, I was pointing to a large crowd. By the way, if I'm not misremembering, the devs are also planning on adding a Tiffany route to this game. Ooh, multiple waifuing in one of these games.
She is a cute.
Especially this
I like
pouty
her.
face.
She got some muscular looking legs.
I mean, she's a T-Rex.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just not like it's just funny because the
I
rest of her
think it would
seems
be
so
funny
weak.
if she had T-Rex arms. Hang on, I'm gonna go get some popcorn. Be right back.
Also, Tiffany posters nickname her Taffy. Well, I guess that fits in with our Butterfinger talk.
Speaking of taffy, I do love me some Starburst.
Ooh, yeah, Starbursts are great. Know what I miss? The blue Starburst, the Dragon Fruit Starbursts.
They still exist in the red packs.
Really?
At least the red dragon fruit. Yeah, there's an all red pack they sell where it's like It's like cherry, dragon. They're all different red flavors they've made.
Ooh, I'll have to pick that up. I didn't know they changed the color for the dragon fruit ones.
Or at least I think it might be a different one. I think it's a red dragon fruit or something.
I've also
At least it looks like a dragon fruit on the box, on the bag, whatever.
I've also found it funny. Starburst makes, I mean, maybe they do, but I've seen they do the pink flavor Starburst for every other side product except the actual Starburst. Drink flavors, Jello, puddings, everything except the actual Starburst. They don't sell all pink bags.
Oh, that's funny. I guess because not everybody wants that.
But I've always heard
like,
people say it's the best one.
I like cherry. I think that's the best one.
Fair, it's also
Like,
good.
Out of the original 4, I think it's the best. I think, honestly, lemon is probably the weakest.
What are we talking about?
Starburst flavors.
I, to this day, am convinced that Starburst flavors are a hoax. I don't taste a difference between them.
I do, and you're wrong.
Yeah, there is.
Now, like, different, like, you know, like the different, like, packagings have, like, different 4 flavors, supposedly.
Yeah.
Now, those taste different from each other. Like, the tropical set tastes different from the normal set. But among all the tropical flavors, they're the same fucking thing. And among all the normal ones, they're the same fucking thing.
Admit to orange and lemon can kind of bleed together, but the strawberry and the cherry stand out pretty strong.
I'm trying to look up what are the flavors of Starburst, but I'm not finding an actual list anywhere. And also, Dragon Fruit Starburst didn't really bring up anything. Is Scruffy a leg man? Pixel asks.
I do like me some long legs.
Is someone bullying you on your first day? I'll happily get security involved. Bullying is a no-go here. It's very offensive.
I hope they can make it work. Seems like a slightly bigger task than just making a Snoot-like. They have to change major plot points if there's a multiple girl option. I mean, it's not impossible, but it definitely is a lot more work in writing. Oh, Raptor Christ, now she's making a bigger deal than it needs to be. Typical T-Rexes.
Oh, that's offensive.
Don't worry about it. It's just me bitching over nothing. It's fine.
Here, I think I might have found something in VC context for you, by the way, Kaz.
Are you sure? I really don't want your first day to be less than ideal. And it's definitely not too late for that.
Best Starburst flavors. Oh.
They've apparently got Amazon links on all the things, so...
Strawberry, cherry fruit punch, tropical punch, blue raspberry. Blackberry, that's a new one. Cherry, lime, mango, strawberry, banana, blueberry.
Did you know it's a UK-based candy?
Really?
Huh.
Yes. I was surprised to learn that.
What's the bottom of the list? What's the last one? Guava Starburst. I imagine that was a very limited run.
You want this? Probably everybody knows this, but you want to know what like you can find a tons of flavors for out there is Kit Kats.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's so weird.
Japan absolutely adores them and makes all these like specialty flavors.
Yeah.
yeah, because what is it, like Kit Kat translates to good luck or something close to it.
Something like that.
I also a fun note on that. I also heard I forget what country it was. I want to say it's a South American country, but Ferrero Rochers there are like super cheap because of like the gold foil or something. There's some association made like Japan with Kit Kats that they just love Rochers and they hand them out for like everything. So they just super mark them down for that country.
Interesting.
Which, speaking of, I remember once I got a giant Rocher around, this time of year, because Halloween, Christmas, big candy stuff. So I saw they had a big Rocher. I'm like, oh, sweet, that sounds cool. A Rocher, like, the size of, like, how big was it? What's something I can relate it to?
A baseball?
A little bigger than that.
That's pretty big.
Like, okay, like maybe 2 baseballs. Two
Wow.
baseballs in diameter all the way around. I unwrapped the foil. It's a plastic ball with like 8 Rochers inside.
Oh,
It was
that's
like,
so lame.
I know, it was so stupid, but they're like, see, you get to keep the little shell that looks like a Rocher to store stuff in. Like, no, I want a giant Rocher. It's like buying a giant Hershey Kiss and then it's hollow. Like, no, I want a thick, a full Hershey Kiss. I used to get them as a kid.
I got that 1 pound Kiss that was just solid chocolate, and I ate it.
Now, to be fair, on the subject of the giant Rocher, I don't think that would have been good. I mean, I still think it's lame that they would titillate you like that and not follow through. I don't think it would have been good. Because it's like the Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, specifically only the normal Reese's peanut butter cup is good, and the minis, because they have the proper ratio of peanut butter to chocolate. If you had a giant Ferrero Rocher, because the inside is like just the nougat and stuff, but it's the ratio of the inside with the chocolate shell on the outside. You would just get to a point where you're eating a ball of nougat because you've gotten through most of the chocolate layer already, and now you've just got this silly.
But I would love that. Also, disagree on the Reese's. I love the holiday shaped ones, like for Halloween, the pumpkins and the ghosts.
Eggs are so
Those
bad.
have so much more peanut butter. It's so good.
I know, that's why it's bad.
Yeah, but that more peanut butter good.
No.
Gee, I can't believe me and Hinkle are so diametrically opposed when it comes to candy.
By the way, apparently, it might have been Hong Kong you were thinking of, Kaz, because apparently it was very popular to give gifts from. It was cheap to get it there and give it as gifts in mainland China for the Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
Also, it's popular in immigrant communities in the U.S. because it's much cheaper to get here compared to other luxury goods.
Don't stress about it. I'm fine. She gives me a skeptical yet accepting nod.
You know, you should really work on your language. It's not good for your mental health. And it's offensive.
I stopped abruptly after spotting a brown leathery patch on the ground. Picking it up revealed it to be a wallet. Some poor sucker must have slipped this out of their pocket by accident. I feel like this is going to end up being his wallet. Haha, someone really
wallet.
lost out. Opens it. Oh, what idiot has no money? Pulls out ID. Oh.
I don't have a driver's license.
I opened up the wallet to find the student ID. And it's that very same orange dino shit that bumped into me this morning. Leon Diami.
What do you have there?
Is it offensive?
Tiffany peers over my shoulder, eyeing down at the wallet. Maybe she'll know where he is. Hey, this dude right here. You know him? It's Leon Scannedy himself.
Know him? I am him! Oh, that's Leon Diami. Leon, is there a joke here? That's Leon Diami's wallet. He's a really sweet guy.
A sweet guy, huh?
Yeah, he's known by a lot of students as being a laid-back person. I think you would get along with him. But a matter of fact, why not give the wallet back to him? I have no clue where he is currently, but I'm sure once you find him, you two will be good friends.
Alright. You know, she is overly trusting that I'll return this wallet. She heads in the other direction towards the principal's office. Sweet guy? Yeah, right. God, I should have every right to just take the money and buy myself a new phone. When you swear in front of Tiffany, what is this picture?
Watch out for family.
That's funny. I like that. I'm gonna drag that over to the stream. Big T-Rex eyes.
The love interest is called Mimi. That's why it's hold on to me. I geed.
But then again, oh, maybe a lunch tomorrow. See you. Gotta go. See ya. What is he even planning to do when I meet him at lunch? Is he really gonna pay me back? I don't know. I think I'll just hold on to the wallet until then.
Here we are, the final stop.
Cool, thanks.
It's a noose. Put it on.
Oh.
I'm sorry, suicide jokes are offensive.
I mean, I was gonna...
not happy. You're clearly not happy here. We're transferring you to Equestria.
And Noah, please, if you ever find yourself needing any help, please don't hesitate to find me.
You're not enjoying this deceit, guy, so we're gonna send you off to the next one. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Surely there's an isekai that does that.
What?
Just like, he keeps on dying in every world he goes to, and like, just keeps on going to new ones.
I saw one where a guy got a seat guide. The plot was like, the guy, like in normal world, like was married and they had a full life and then they passed on. But then he woke up in like in a seat guide world, and was like, "Where's my wife?" And you know, then like someone comes up and gives him the whole spiel of, "Oh, you're the great hero" and stuff. And he's like, "No, I don't want this. I just want to be with my wife." So he, apparently the whole anime, he keeps trying to find ways to die and keep like not wanting to mess with all the hero stuff, but just his such depressive attitude towards it, things keep letting him win. And
Whoa.
so it's like he just wants to die and move on, but that somehow makes him beat everything of that mentality. Stop saying it like that. I'll say it. I'll say isekai however much I want. Okay.
It's isekai. Isekai.
It's Isekai. Thank you.
Ice Kai.
Yeah. I'm
Can't
enjoying
wait.
my Ice Kai.
Can't wait for when someone makes a Snoot-like about ponies. It's a pony goes to a dino school. Fortunately, it's all carnivores, so it ends very quickly. Both Tiffany and Diego wave their goodbyes and part their separate ways. Here goes. How else would you say embrace? Okay? I firmly
I'm not
grasp.
sure if that was a joke or not.
Well, it's because the chat has called me out on how I say embrace. How else do you
It's
say
embrace. Embrace.
it? Yeah, embrace.
Embrace. Just stop putting such an emphasis on the M. It's embrace.
Not it's not M.
Well, I mean, technically, it's embrace. I mean,
It's a soft M, not a hard M.
But no, it's just the emphasis is on the second syllable of the word, not the first.
Embrace. I might start saying it like that.
What, embrace?
Yes.
It's embrace.
Come here, embrace me.
I firmly grasp the door
This
handle.
is a New York thing, though, because I had a swim coach who notoriously said a lot of things with a weird emphasis on the wrong syllables, and she was also from New York.
No, I think they're the right syllables, okay? Maybe you're the wrong one. Maybe everyone else is wrong.
Concrete.
Put the fries in the bag, man.
I firmly grasp the door handle. mentally preparing myself for whatever the principal has to say. And then I swing it open. Oh.
Classy.
Yeah, very fancy.
Rich mahogany.
My attention immediately draws to how ornate the office looked. It was like a rich, suave cabin in the woods. The contrast between the school and the room alone made me wonder if I'm even in the same building.
Mahogany.
See, this is a place I like to hear the backstory on. There's even vines that run along the walls of the room, and... Wait, the vines are moving. Is the principal a prehistoric
octopus?
snake, or are they just a herbivore during lunch?
Or an octopus.
Oh, no, it's a brachiosaur. My eyes move towards the middle of this scenery. A thin dinosaur with an elongated neck as dwarfed by the novelties surrounding the room.
Huh.
I mean, it'd be funny at this point for Kaz to just do the principal again.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's just been me and Hinkle so far.
Hey, bud, give me a second, will you? I'm grabbing something.
It'd also be funny if you just did the same voice.
Oh, where even is your head? Right here. Ah, shit! Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, bud. Finally got a good look at the principal. His mouth was a binder.
In his mouth was a binder.
All right, sorry
Phoenix
about
radiant. No. Not the
Alright.
right haircut.
that. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, that I thought that was for some moment. I thought that was a vaguely Phoenix right haircut, and I'm like, no,
It's
No, it's
close.
not.
It's very lawyer-esque.
especially with the suit.
Yeah. All right, sorry about that, Mr. Count. Come in and kick back for a minute. Kick back? How fucking old is this guy? I walk up slowly, like I'm approaching a tiger. The enormous cushion, it almost devours me as I sink into it. There's a brief pause before the principal speaks up. So, how do you like the school so far? It's alright, I guess. Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Is there something wrong? Why do you even care? I'm just making sure you're comfortable in this new environment. Just as much of a change for us as it might be for you. You know, we've never had humans around here.
It's
Handling
not offensive.
Handling a human in a school meant for dinosaurs is quite the task to undertake. Uh-huh. Anyway, I want to discuss your classes, your expectations, and some key things about the school. First, I want to get the awkward stuff out of the way. He hands me a similar-looking pamphlet that Tiffany handed me, this time about estrus season safety.
Oh no.
I love this running joke. There's nothing you need to worry about in that pamphlet. Just keep note of the dates on the back. You are not required to come to school on those days.
God.
School is
Right.
not liable.
Right. What exactly is estrus? Don't worry about it. He gives me an exhausted glance, like he's had to explain this to people he never wanted to. After brushing off the pamphlet towards me, Mr. Lance pulls out a small stack of papers stapled together. Imagine Tiffany and estrus. Well, it certainly wouldn't be offensive.
I mean, I've seen Primal. I have an idea.
Oh God.
Now there's the matter of classes. You could take one elective, another one has already been filled out for you. That last bit puzzled me. I have a pre-established elective? He hands me the papers. I glance across the page pertaining to my scheduling. Chemistry class, IT, literature, calculus, and
Photography.
special ed.
Oh, what?
Is this some sort of joke? Special fucking ed? No, just normal special ed. Yes, that's your counseling. Do I look like a fucking tard? I don't need any therapy sessions. What's it to you anyway? You only got me for a single year. I don't need to be looked after like a fucking toddler. The principal just sat there, looking at me, waiting for me to finish my rant. He's done this before. Are you done proving my point? All I could do is stand there, mouth ajar. This usually turns into an hour-long argument like so many others, but he's staying calm. I sit back down. I know about the video, Mr. Count. And I have to be completely honest. I don't know what happened that sparked that fight, and I do not wish to know. In this school, we believe everyone should be given a second chance, even a third, maybe even a fourth, as many times as it takes for someone to become a stellar person. I've dealt with people like you. People like me? The fuck is that supposed to mean, huh? Think I'm just some waste of skin? Some sort of reject? Well, fuck you! I don't need to prove anything to a shit-eating, inferior meteor dot. Mr. Lance shoots me a soul-piercing glare. The atmosphere turned stone cold. His sharp gaze was enough for me to close my mouth entirely. His following voice became much more menacing. That, Nua, is exactly why I enrolled you in counseling sessions. Behavior like that will not be tolerated. Do I make myself clear? I barely manage a nod. As I was saying, I know people like you. People who are complicated, trying to deal with their own issues. I've had my share of tough days as well, especially at the same age as you. No one is after your blood, Nua. There's a reason why we were happy to enroll you in our school. You'd be surprised about how many of your fellow students are suffering through their own problems, and they're taking their second chance at life. You're not alone. I nod again. You're free to leave. Go home and prepare yourself for classes tomorrow. I rise from my seat, staring at my shoes as I walk back to the door. And Nua, make your year worth it. I believe in you. I shut the door, finally being able to breathe. I never want to have an interaction like that again. Ever. Ugh. Such spiritual pressure.
I can feel his Ryatsu.
I've finally been parented for the first time in my life.
The hallways were completely silent aside from my own footsteps and the echoes of distant classrooms full of rowdy students. It feels awkward pacing the halls while class is still in session. It's like I don't belong here. In the hallways, I mean, not some sappy shit. Because I don't belong here. A lone skin-bearing human in a... Oh, fuck me, I'm being sappy. Damn it, Nua, you're a man. Act like one. Stop being such an emo loser. Man, you really gotta find better taste in music. Your whole Snootify playlist is just sad shit, man. Find something better. With the fit you have right now, you probably would look good in a Linkin Park music video. Hey, is that an insult or a compliment on Linkin Park? I like Linkin Park.
It's definitely an insult.
Well, now those are more fighting words. I pummel my...
I like Linkin Park.
I know,
I especially like Linkin Park with their new singer.
I don't think I've listened to any of their new stuff yet.
Oh my gosh.
It's lots and lots of praise!
Emptiness Machine is the best song Linkin Park has done.
I'll have to listen to make a judge of that. I like them, but I'm done with them personally. That sounds so personal, Khazard. I'm done with them.
They've offended him on a personal level. They didn't send him a happy birthday card.
I pummel my forehead with the palm of my hand.
Linkin Park is not offensive!
Man, the fuck up. Ugh! I tumble backwards and land ass first on the flooring. A warm stinging sensation runs up my spine as I cringe, trying to endure the pain.
Cute, I heard those Half-Life noises.
God damn it, that is the third time today. Ah, fuck. I struggle to stand, using the handle of a nearby locker to pull myself up while I clutch my rear. I think I chipped a bone. What dog water luck I have today. Then I get a better view of the other Saurian around the corner. Hey, yo, he's short. Wings on his forearms, weird spike thing on the back of his head. He looks to be a pterodactyl, I think. Yeah, probably that. Oh, he's got like arm wings. That's neat. He's leaning on the wall with his back towards me, his short tail practically tucked between his legs. Guess he fell right on his ass too. Oh, he's not short. I would have been fuming right now if this were deliberate or just ignorance on his part, but it's impossible for either of us to notice each other around the corner. I like Emptiness Machine, but their best song is Breaking the Habit. That one is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Can't put the blame on anyone for that. I offer my hand to the Taro. Roach said that in this game he wanted to give Taro's wings similar to the actual dino.
Yeah, that makes sense as opposed to having 6 limbs like Fang.
I feel like that could be like a distinguishing thing. Like the female Taros have like the feathery wings, and then the male Taros have arm wings.
The problem being that that means that females and males have a different number of limbs.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
I mean, it's a little nonsensical.
Strange in its sexual dimorphism sense.
Dude, you gotta watch yourself, man. The Taro slaps my hand away, getting up himself. Do you want this
I
one,
guess I'll
Hinkle?
do it. Fuck off.
Oh, he's tall, actually.
Do you know who? Oh shit! I'm scared of humans.
Oh no. Okay, fuck you then. Back in my dad's truck yet again. We take a path less taken to our apartment to avoid the god-awful traffic this city is known for. The constant...
Alec, how am I supposed to be invested in fucking the anthropomorphic dinosaur girl if I don't believe in the anthropomorphic dinosaur girl?
How can you not believe in her when you see her?
Because if
Hinkle.
the internal logic of the universe in which she exists does not make sense, then I can't believe in her.
But then you see her face, and then you're a believer.
Ba-da-da-na-na. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
The constant creaking of the massive hunk of junk still leaves me slightly fearful of the imminent danger of the car collapsing on top of us.
Don't you mean Wani?
It's just... look at all the golden snoots on the screen. I'm only feeling a bit more at ease, thanks to Dad appearing more relaxed than he was this morning. I stared down at the cover of the pamphlet that Tiffany handed me this morning. The design is intricate and complex for what it's worth. Even all the information about the clubs and school events is immense. It really tries to sell you on the idea that the school will enrich your life and your future will be meaningful if you come to attend and spend your tax money on this dumbass school.
Whoa.
It's all so dumb. All this effort on a worthless piece of paper.
Also, you're paying for this school?
Well, the parents are.
Well, yeah, obviously not the kids. I forget. Oh, I'm Peter. You're taking the bus first thing tomorrow from now on. I can't do Peter, apparently.
Yeah, got it.
I'm smoking a cigarette.
I crumple up the pamphlet and shove it into the cup holder, which Dad gives it a brief glance before turning his attention back to the road.
I got a good feeling about this school. I'm somewhere in the middle now. I don't know.
I don't give a shit. It's just another school.
Language.
Hmm.
I know that you want a kid who's keen on making him big, but at least try for me. I know you can do everything you set your mind to. I've seen it countless times. You're sabotaging your own future by getting into these fights. I just want you to at least try this time.
Yeah, right. Try yet again for the Xth time. Can't even count how many times we've had this near exact conversation. Not even mentioning that I would be ripped out of my barely established circle of friends yet again. It was always the same charade. We would move somewhere where I knew fucking nobody. My dad would make all these wild promises about how it's gonna be better this time.
I know you're expecting a rough time, but with all these dino folks, I got some hope that you'll fit in better. Maybe you'll finally start getting some friends you can bring home. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Maybe people that tolerate him or something?
I just meant, like, in general, like, what's going on in his life? Is it just he keeps getting into fights, or...
I imagine.
He's never really. I suppose he's never really fit in well with anyone before. Is the implication?
And probably, yeah, gets into these fights and probably gets kicked out of the schools. Fit in better with people that aren't even the same species as me? What a fucking joke.
Hey, check out that view.
What's with the thumb ring?
Dad's kind of jacked.
Dad points outside with his well-toned, slightly scarred arm. I lazily eyeball out my passenger window, beholding the sight of the city. Ironstone, a city well known to be one of the nearest to the impact site of the meteor, now bathing in the bright lights of the skyscrapers and busy cars.
You remember the news of the meteor. You were all scared. We all thought it would be the end of our lives, our futures. Is this
So,
supposed to be like Goodbye Volcano High continuity?
or, well, no, because in Snoot-game they were using Meteor Dodger because the
No,
implications.
but like this sounds like the meteor came. Like I always figured Meteor Dodger was like a reference to something that happened in like ancient history.
Yeah.
But this is like a meteor came just like a few years ago.
Maybe this is set much more early.
So yeah,
Hmm.
he seems to be doing his own continuity with it. So.
You sound a little distant, Scruffy.
Sorry. Try to get a little closer.
People gathered here to make amends and just watch the meteor crash into the earth.
They even had some kind of stupid concert or something.
But you know what? We're still here. We were given a second chance, but at the same time, we all live once, man. Just promise me you'll make your last year count.
Ah, new one with eyes. Yeah. Sure. So, did the city survive, or did they build the new city next to the meteor impact?
I guess the
To be
city
a-
survived.
The
I
rest
think
of
this is all a Snoot-game cope fic. Sorry, a Goodbye Volcano High cope fic.
the rest of the day flew by in a flash. Before I could tell, it was already well past 7 p.m. Oh, that's a mood. Dad's already fast asleep on the couch, ready to get back up to go to work at the ass crack of dawn. I'm settled into my comfort clothes, a cup of spicy noodles in hand while watching adult cartoons on my computer, sitting in the dark in the corner of my barely slightly lived-in bedroom. While these alt-left themed shows are god-awful, it brings me some sort of enjoyment, picking them apart and trying to get into the mind of the creator.
What the fuck is he
So,
watching?
alt-left themed adult cartoon. What could that be?
American
Probably.
Dad?
No, that's not all that. It's probably more like a modern adult cartoon.
Yeah, a more recent one.
Probably Big Mouth or something.
Oh, yeah.
I get through about halfway through the video until I'm bored, and then I start clicking through my recommendations section. Clip after clip I sift through, only giving each one about 30 seconds of my time.
It's full on doom scrolling.
Oh wait, here's a recommendation. It's a new video upload by Khazard Archive. I should watch this entire video right now.
This guy is just Holden Caulfield.
Oh no, we're gonna kill Dino John Lennon.
What? Huh?
Because the guy who killed John Lennon said Catcher in the Rye made him do it.
Oh, no, I did not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it was like a banned book.
Oh. Really? That's why it was banned?
Well, I always assumed that. Actually, let me look that up.
I just thought it was because of the... Now I'm getting...
Why was Catcher in the Rye banned? Oh, it was
I think
for
there's-
use of profanity and sexual
Yeah.
references.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's penis stuff in it.
I mean, I would also assume, probably being linked to an assassination would also probably lead the arguments to be better. Look, all the bad things we said in there really are bad. Even though they're not. But then I see that fucking school fight had made it deeper into the algorithm. I click it. Video is unavailable. Oh, thank God. Video got blocked by regional locking. I breathe a sigh of relief knowing that none of the other Dodgers besides the principal knows about my past. Boy, he's really into baseball.
I can't let the Dodgers know.
I can't let the Dodgers know, especially Gargora. I can't let her know either.
Gargura?
Yeah, because she did the thing with the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. She sang the national anthem.
But still, I wonder. Through a few clicks, I activate my VPN.
This stream sponsored by NordVPN.
Wait, what would be like a Dino replacement for Nord?
Nord.
Okay. The shitty free version of the VPN slowly refreshes the page. As long as it works, I'm good. The video loads back up. It auto-plays, and I can see myself hitting the ground hard after being punched squarely in the face. Bully kid fights back.
Not quite the Family Guy death pose.
School bully gets his ass handed by victim. I scroll down to the comment section. Maybe someone can question the context of the video. Maybe someone from that moment would know the truth behind it. Please give me something. Deserved. What a shithead. Lol karma. Whatever. Like, dude, why are you doing this to yourself? You're seeing a video about your fight. You're not going to enjoy most of the comments that would be on the video. He's just wallowing in his own misery. They don't know. They don't know anything. They don't know what happened. They don't care either. They just want to be on the side that's winning. On the side of the oh-so-helpless victim standing up for themselves while the other ship sinks. Well, fuck them. Fuck them all. Tuesday. The familiar yet annoying screaming of my alarm sets off. My fingers struggle to find the snooze button on my phone while my eyes adjust to the dim light inside of my room. They don't know I'm him.
That's all. That's the entire context. I'm the bully. I'm just the bully. There's no redeeming quality to me. I see where this is going.
I mean, I hope we get... I mean, I feel like they have to give context behind what at least that fight was.
I mean, I'll say that was very well written. Because they had the little, like, oh, the alt-left sucks part in there. Like, cleverly nuggeted in there, so that's also in your brain. But for the sake of people just like to side with the victim, so that like, obviously it's trying to equate that to feeling jaded about some leftist point of views about, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
It's definitely setting up, you know, Nua's looking at things as opposing sides and everyone else is all... Or it seems to be at this, you know, everyone's always against him in every situation.
Yeah, it's me against the world.
But I'm saying the writing is intentional. It's so hard to explain because I feel like the writing did such a good job of explaining it better than I can.
Embodying the exact opposite thing that he was complaining about? What was that?
No, he's embodying... I mean, well, yeah, I guess he is embodying the opposite of what he complained about. He doesn't like the leftist nature of siding with the victim, which the victim is the winning side.
Well, I thought it was more he was like, everybody wants to be the winner, but secretly he always wants to be the loser so he can feel bad about himself.
Oh, no, I feel like...
Well, it depends on what the fight actually was. Either Nua was justified, but went over the top, so then he looked like the bully, despite being justified in the situation. So now he's like, oh, people only look at this context someone else set up, and they don't know the truth of the situation. Or Nua is just a dick, and he's always the one in the wrong, but he, you know, is like, you know, said earlier, the world, I'm against the world, and everyone's always picking on me, and he just wants to wallow in that.
Well, I'm looking at more of what the writing means rather than the actual content of the story at the moment.
Mm.
Like, I'm just talking about how, like, the character does, like I was saying, like, he doesn't like how people just naturally, mindlessly side with the victim of a situation.
Right.
What is seemingly the victim of the situation, not knowing everything. And like I said, they put in the whole leftist thing in there because, like, you know, with, like, leftists are the supporters of the, you know, the people who are downtrodden, picked on, blah, blah, blah. It's a weird, spiteful mentality. Khazard brought up the word spiteful.
Nua is only spiteful because he hasn't gotten any dino puss yet.
But I think it's interesting. I mean, it's definitely the most empathy I've ever felt for somebody of that sort of point of view.
I mean, I definitely like how this could definitely go, because it seems, I mean, you know, just naturally going to compare it to other games. You know, it's like, Snoot-game, it seems like, it's like he has an issue with other people. A non-checked out, it's like, okay, I'm just not doing this. Whereas Nua, he's a much more aggressive person. He's, I don't like other
Yes.
people, so I'm going to tell you I don't like you. I'm going to get in your face about it. Which obviously doesn't go well. So he's kind of making his own... He finds he has issue, but he just makes it a bigger problem than it needs to be. I'm going to guess is his main problem.
Yeah. I mean, anyone who cares about left and right that much, that is their problem, yes.
He's making mountains out of molehills.
Yeah.
Day 2, and I'm already sick of this shit. Rubbing my eyes, I attempt to pry myself from the comfort of my worn bed. Looking around my minimalist room still leaves me uneasy. The furniture I was supposed to unpack yesterday was sitting in a corner of my room, still very much wrapped in the plastic it arrived in. Only my mattress, my PC, and whatever bags of my clothes are lying around. Honestly, I never minded my room being messy. There was something about the disorder that made it easier to live in. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, my legs stopped feeling like they were filled with lead, and I could roll off my bed. Of course I care about left and right, Hinkle. How else will I walk if I don't care about my legs?
There's a metaphor in there somewhere.
He's making molehills out of anthills. I like that analogy. Taking truly inconsequential problems, making them
And
into
making
real
them
problems.
slightly more consequential. But only slightly more consequential.
Like, they're not the
Feels
worst thing
overreal.
ever, but they are a nuisance now. Stumbling past the small pile of t-shirts, socks, and underwear that I had dumped on the floor haphazardly, I grab a fresh pair of socks and a new t-shirt. Well, new would be an odd term to use, since it was a carbon copy of the exact same shirt I was wearing right now. Whenever I see people wear a new shirt every day, I'm just baffled. Why go through all that work when you could just buy one shirt you like 30 times and be set every day? No more debating on what to wear. It takes too much time and thinking. This is certainly a thought process to justify not changing a sprite.
Why? What?
Well, because, it's like the joke, like Snoot-game, they joke, oh, I just bought my clothes in bulk because I'm poor, so I just buy the 30 pack of clothes.
Oh, okay.
Whereas he's like, I just buy the same thing because it's too much thought to put into an outfit if I have different things.
I was so busy agreeing with him that I forgot that this was all just an excuse to not change his sprite.
But also, just grab the first shirt like on the rack. That's what I do. I don't really put thought into it.
You're not going to put thought into it. Don't even bother buying shirts that are different from each other.
But sometimes you just mix up the colors.
No.
Every day I just hit the randomize button on my character creator. Ending 4 is him finally changing his wardrobe. I see the light now. Ultimately, I gave up on trying to find an answer to this question, and instead just focused on getting ready for yet another day of hell. Mom and Dad were already gone by the time I went outside my room to eat breakfast. By this point, it wasn't a surprise anymore. I could count on one hand how many times we actually shared a breakfast, like a normal family would.
No, we never shared a breakfast. Everyone's getting ready in the morning.
Yeah, I've never shared a breakfast either. Each person gets their own meal.
Oh
like,
my God.
why would you share a bowl of cereal? That's stupid.
Die.
But it would be absurd to claim that we were a normal family, so it didn't bother me that much. Still, the slight sting in my chest every time I would wake up and find a completely empty house just fucking sucked.
All these characters are also only children, which is interesting.
Yeah. I wonder what the mom does, because I get the implication off the dad. He's probably some sort of labor worker if he's waking up that early.
My mom's a teacher. That's why she's got to be at school first.
A note was attached to the fridge. Made you breakfast and lunch to take in case the food at your school isn't great. Love ya, Mom. Well, that was something at least. Ah, so Nua's parents care. They're just not there. I was so used to skipping breakfast by this point that I honestly didn't feel very hungry. But I decided a few bites of the eggs and bacon sandwich my mom made me wouldn't kill me. That way I'd at least have something in my stomach. Maybe it would make the day a bit more bearable. After searching through my bag one last time to make sure that I've had everything I need for today's subjects, I pocketed the house key left in the small tray next to the door. Something catches my attention as I'm about to leave. The small, brown-black leather wallet that the Dodger from yesterday dropped. I hesitate before stuffing it into one of the many pockets of my jacket. Today at lunch, huh? Let's see how things turn out.
I'm so fascinated to see where this story goes.
Yeah, I'm really curious. Especially also, we haven't seen the main dino yet. Luckily for me, the bus station was only 2 minutes of walking away from my home, making the journey there tolerable. I wonder how someone could pull off an Anon with siblings. Maybe one of them browses Twitter instead of 4chan. You just got a house and each one browses a different social media.
God, I would hate the TikTok kid.
I finally disembarked the stuffy bus and onto the sidewalk of the school for the second time.
The TikTok kid would just spend all of his time watching and pointing at other people while they say things.
Flossing in the background.
As if they're adding anything. I fucking... God, I hate TikTok.
Is this something you encounter regularly?
On TikTok, yes. There's just people... I mean, it's also gotten to the point where it's on the other social medias too, where people will just post other people's videos literally with just them superimposed in front of the video watching the video.
Oh, okay, that's weird. I thought you meant like in real life he would do that. No, yeah, it's the bottom of the barrel react video.
It's not a react video.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's so bottom of the barrel. It's like, oh, if I put my face to me watching it, that's a react video, right? It's like, no, you have to react.
Or they'll like point at it, like, I agree with what they're saying right now. Look at what he's saying. It's very true. Like, then just share the original video.
No, but I have to upload it to my account so I get the likes and then I can get ad revenue.
Oh yeah, also like the constant use of AI voices in TikToks is so annoying.
Yeah, there's been videos that are interesting, but I just can't like or care about finishing them when it has the AI voice. Because at that point...
We're definitely talking about different things if the notion of finishing it is even relevant, because
I don't watch TikTok, but I've seen this on the YouTube Shorts, like, because that's basically just YouTube TikTok. Yeah. But it's like, because that it gives off the vibe of it's the same thing as this isn't your video, so you can't talk, so you're not going to talk over it, but you'll have an AI do it because that distances you.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's my contribution. I won't put my face on there, but I'll make the AI speak, so I type something.
I'm really getting sick of the male voice in particular.
I have
the one that sounds like he's always on the verge of yelling at you. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I don't know if I heard this one. I know the female one. The one that sounds way too enthusiastic about everything.
Yeah, it's enthusiastic and yet wooden at the same time. Yeah. I don't know how to describe the male one. It's like, yeah, he just sounds like he's always on the verge of yelling at you about everything he's talking about. There's also something to be said about Callie just said about how the short format is genuinely killing people's attention span. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I don't even like the shorts that much. I literally just can't stop scrolling through them sometimes.
I mean, I still enjoy, like, I don't know, maybe this is just my personality, but it's like, when I see very rarely do I not finish a video unless it's just really that bad or stupid. I'll usually finish a video because it's like it's only 30 seconds to a minute, but I think YouTube now is letting them go up to 3 minutes, which I feel like defeats the point.
Shorts?
Yeah, which I feel defeats the point of a short because you could just use normal YouTube if you want to make a longer video.
Yeah.
You already have that function. You don't need to make shorts longer.
Yeah.
Now, introducing extra long shorts.
Introducing mediums. And then for some reason they make the video a triangle.
What?
You know, because, like, you know, normal videos are a rectangle, and then the shorts are like a vertical rectangle, so we gotta make a new shape for mediums. No, it'll be a circle, so it's like a medium reading a crystal ball. There, YouTube, give me money for this idea.
And you know what? You actually genuinely have a good idea if it's a sphere. It's a 3-dimensional video that you watch via VR goggles.
Oh yeah, because you can do that.
Yeah.
Or a square. No, that was like in the 90s Outcast. We're past 4x3.
Technically, that's not a square.
Close enough.
4x3. But yeah, there is definitely a horrifying thing to be said about how you could go do something longer lasting, or you could just scroll to the next video and get the dopamine again. It's really, 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 really hard to stop watching shorts once you've started watching.
Okay. What you gotta do, here's an easy solution. Here's the easy solution that's gonna help you. That will solve your problem where you don't need to keep scrolling through videos. Go to youtube.com/Khazard archive.
Yes, watch the long video.
Everything there is at least 4 hours.
Perfect.
I like watching 40k lore YouTube shorts. I've been having a lot more of those pop up on my feed. Probably because of you guys.
Watching shorts. I'm saying it out loud now, hopefully to will it into reality. I need to stop watching so many shorts. It's taking up too much of my time. I don't even like them, except for should I open it or should I keep it sealed?
I've been seeing some of those too.
I love those.
It's kind of making me want to get like into Pokemon cards or something.
Yeah, play
I
Hearthstone.
like cooking ones personally. That's kind of rough. This is like, oh, watch them make food and get hungry, and then watch another short.
They watch another.
Watch that short and get hungry.
That's I saw one. I've seen this one a few times, and this person is like, I want to say, I told this to my brother because he's seen some of them. He sent some of them to me. Like, I feel like this person is somehow worse than AI because they do cooking video. It looks very good. It's very good food they're cooking. It's very it's all from scratch. But it's the exact same format every single time. Every step is the exact same, and the background music is the same. It's just the food is slightly different, like the bread is slightly different. Or instead of making a sandwich, they just make a grilled cheese to go with the soup. It's like...
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but it's the exact same thing. How can you not get fed up with that?
Money, 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 money.
Fair.
Honestly, if you manage to make enough money to get a living off of that, I would do it.
We'll now see. You are already in the basket of starting a stream empire. We'll open up. Everybody will start streaming.
What if everyone's streaming? Then you have less viewers.
What?
I mean, if everyone is streaming, then there's less viewers to go around.
Well, no, we'll just stream at different times.
We can also build our own audiences up, and then we.
Oh, well, you meant everyone in the stream right now. I thought you meant just everyone in the world is streaming.
No, I meant like you guys.
Oh yeah, I mean yeah, that would be nice. But anyway,
still the same site as before. A blend of hues, all colliding in no rhyme or reason, clumsily tumbling through the front doors of the school. Yet still no sign of an orange one. Surveying the building, I've secured a more discreet entrance, the side doors, to penetrate the school's strongest defenses. Now we know why they won't stop talking about sounding and Butterfingers. Hey, you guys watch it. We'll keep doing it. Those being the other students colliding into each other, forming an impenetrable wall in front of the school.
Actually, PB Pixel's advice was shockingly effective. I now don't think I can ever watch a short again. I don't even want to read out loud what he just said.
I'll do it. Here's what you do to stop watching shorts.
I thought you meant you were going to do the thing.
Here's what you do to stop watching shorts. The second you watch a short, take out some nail clippers and clip off a piece of your foreskin. Well, I mean, that only works for people who haven't been circumcised, Pixel.
PB Pixel outing his penis like that.
Making my way inside, I pull up my own schedule on my phone. First off is chemistry. The thought of having to learn the properties of different chemical elements seemed rather stressful. But maybe if I pretend I was an alchemist or a wizard making my own potion of +3 destruction, I think I'll at least have some fun with the class. Man, I'm a fucking nerd. Can't let the ops know I fuck with spellcasting.
The ops.
Is he talking like he's like from the hood?
He wants to be hardcore, but his parents won't let him. Next class is literature. Luckily, it wasn't far from the lab. I never cared for reading or anything, but I could appreciate some smart writing. Just as long as we don't get into groups to discuss why the sly fox jumped over the lazy dog, I'm good. He must have had some very bad literature classes. I take a seat at one of the tables in the back, then.
Oh my... I actually forgot my voice a little bit. Is this right?
Well,
Yeah.
I was. Yeah, it was good. I snapped my head to Tiffany, who was sitting near the front of the class. She's beckoning me to come and sit next to her. Raptor Jesus, why?
What a surprise! Not at all offensive! I didn't know we're sharing the same class!
Yeah, what a surprise.
Something wrong, Numa?
I'm just really tired, so I'm trying to avoid listening to too many lectures.
Oh! Don't worry about me talking your ear off. I'm just Tiffany today, not student council Tiffany.
Is Tiffany quieter than student council Tiffany?
Yes, but I'm beginning to be offended.
I'm fine with that.
Oh.
She gives me a nervous laugh. Oh, shit, did I accidentally call her out? I was referring to the teacher's lectures. Well, I wasn't referring to you. You're not that annoying. I mean, you're tolerable.
Oh, well, thank you, I guess.
Nua, you truly are a fucking idiot. Sorry.
Thank you for not being offensive in your thoughts. For what?
Nothing.
If you want to sit somewhere else, I understand.
No, it's just, God damn it, I really am making myself look like an ass. I don't like getting mushy, but I feel she's honestly pouring her heart out to be acquainted with me. Explain or play it off?
You know what? Explain fully.
Yeah, I have a think explaining fully would probably be better, because he's not really... I don't think he's good enough at playing it off with that get-up. What was that, Scruffy?
Just be honest, man.
Yeah.
Explain yourself fully.
Second day of school, I am just horrible with keeping the goal of remaining a loner. Look, I'm sorry, I'm just not that much of a talkative person. Honestly, I have a hard time clicking with people, I guess. Having someone put up an effort is really new to me. I don't even know how to go about it. So, I don't know. Forgive me for being an asshole, I guess.
I really appreciate that. To be honest, I can relate with not connecting with people. No one ever wants to listen to me talk about how in the 1970s they didn't know how to find people in school.
Really? You look like one of the popular girls.
No. No, I mean, I am an outgoing person, but it's really hard to find people that are willing to sit through my rants about my interests without they didn't allow.
Oh my
Okay,
god. She's us, for real, for real. Could have fooled me, honestly.
Really?
I mean, you definitely hold yourself to such high esteem, but...
Oh my gosh, really? I'm so glad I'm pulling it off!
Oh, look how happy she... Oh god, look at those chompers. For some reason, that makes her look better in my eyes.
She's wagging her tail.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Trash Rat 281. Really excited for them teeth. Wow, those are wow, those are some gnarly ass teeth. Guess I've never seen her open her mouth that wide. Wood.
Huh?
Suddenly, she snaps her jaw shut again, taking me out of the
Oh.
trance.
I see.
Dick over
No.
my body.
Oh, darn, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
She starts covering her mouth with both hands. Her face shows a look of embarrassment.
I really hope my teeth didn't make this weird.
Ah, that's adorable.
My teeth make a lot of things weird.
Your teeth? Dude, they're fucking sick. Or
Oh,
sick in a good way.
that's not offensive? Wow, they usually scare people off. It's why I don't smile much.
See, Tiffany, they're having what's called a prey response.
Now, see, Tiffany, I don't mean this in the offensive way, but you should smile more. Hell nah. They remind me of sharks. Sharks are cool. I like sharks. Man, I wish I was at school with a shark girl. But that's a different blank-faced human. She nods, giving a bashful smile. She seems happy about my answer.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm making something for you.
You're making something?
Yeah, as your welcoming gift now that I've gotten a good look at you.
What does she mean by that? She sifts through her book bag, struggling to look for whatever she wanted to obtain.
Come on, where is it?
I get a better look at her bag. It was a satchel, covered with buttons on one side. Some I could pick out being UFOs, aliens, even the Predator. So, can we just make the game all about Tiffany?
Yeah, really.
Had to be a path that they're making, so.
It's very interesting that the actual romantic interest hasn't even been touched on yet. I mean, it took a while in Wani also, but
Yeah,
it took this long.
It hooked us up with Ben a lot, though we didn't get a Ben route there. The light bell finally rings out, and the teacher comes walking in.
Oh man. I'll show you later, okay?
The door slams shut with a surprising amount of force. Who wants to be Mr. Misha?
Exactly what this voice is. Hold on, I gotta see if I can find this.
Oh dear.
Yeah, she does have a good pouty face, Trash Rat.
Welcome to English lecture. I am Mr. Misha. Remember it well.
The rest of the day was uneventful up until lunch. Lunch. Maybe the guy is still here. Like, so I just saw the jet. Well, maybe if you weren't jelking to Butterfingers for an hour. See, I read that as I didn't see the 2. I read that as if you weren't jelking Butterfingers for an hour. I just thought of a guy just squeezing his Butterfingers trying to make them king size. See, you save money this way. You buy the foot size of it and get them bigger.
I thought you were going to say jelking with Butterfingers, and I'm not even really sure what that would mean.
Maybe the guy is still here.
It makes as much sense as jelking two, but what do you mean jelking 2 Butterfingers? Cool.
Well, you're jelking 2 Butterfingers, so you got one in each.
He's used the wrong kind of 2. Very good.
Come here, lets you jelly 2 Butterfingers.
I clench his wallet in my pocket, making sure I still brought it.
Stupid.
I make my way to the back of the line.
He fat fingered that sentence, he said, just like he did with the Butterfinger.
Sure enough.
If you stop jelking those Butterfingers, Khazard, you'd be looking at the keyboard.
Sure enough, I see him a few feet down the line, looking at his phone. He looks much more angry, sad, more upset than when I first saw him. It didn't sit right with me. Didn't feel natural. I think of how I want to approach this. Hand him the wallet or call him out?
Glass him.
What? Call him out?
Yeah, now, will that be calling him out for running into you and breaking your phone, or just being like, hey, yo, Orangey?
Like, call him out on what? I don't, like, did he lie about something?
Well, he broke his phone the day before.
And breaking your phone yesterday.
I think he was handing the wallet.
Khazard has the right choice. We need to suplex him.
All these games need a suplex route.
Correct, there's no wheelchair.
Mm.
You cannot suplex that which has no wheelchair.
Good point.
Would a suplex solve our problem? That is what we need to ask ourselves.
Vertical or German?
I'm not sure what the difference is.
Position.
One's...
I could get into wrestling terminology, but do you really want me to?
Maybe.
The German's the one everybody knows. Wrist lock around the waist, lean back, and slam the guy on his head and neck. Vertical's when you lock your hand. It's easier if I just show you a picture of it. Trying to describe wrestling moves is hard. It's easier to just show them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Except for, like, choke slam. That's pretty obvious what that is.
I feel like we should lean to... I'm leaning to calling him out. I feel like handing the wallet first kind of just feels unprompted.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. You're like, hey, you dropped this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the flip over. I think New was a little too thin for that, so we would have to go for the German suplex.
Sorry. Now, do you bridge your back afterwards? That's important. Or do you release?
I still bridge the back as you go down with them, so I would say that.
I'm surprised you made that reference. I didn't think I thought it would be the only one here to get that. Getting the Chris Benoit triple Germans. He just didn't break the hold, he just gave you 3 in a row.
Damn, triple suplex.
Except he did German suplex.
So how are you guys leading?
I'm still on the hand him back the wallet.
You're saying call him out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think call him out.
Hand
I
him
feel
back.
like
Hand him back. You're
the
like,
journey.
You said he seems wrong and not in his usual state, so just give it back.
Yeah, I feel like the journey for this character, for Nua, is that he is learning to not be so competitive about everything.
No, but you're just
I
like,
feel like
you would just call him out of line because it looks like he's busy.
no, that's you. There's no way that's what you think that means.
It's call him out. He's further up in line,
Yeah.
so you'd be like, hey.
There's no way you think that's what that means.
I mean, it sounds like it's either walk up to him, hand wallet, or be like, hey, and then that could lead to...
It doesn't say just hand back wallet, it says hand back wallet first.
Yeah, so it'd be like,
That's
which
how
one
you're
do we want to
starting.
do first? Hand him the wallet first, or get his attention first?
No, it's not. It doesn't. It's not saying call him out as in get his attention. It's saying call him out as in like you keep fucking running into me, you idiot.
Yeah, like call him out in public, cause a scene.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's 2-1 for hand back, so we're gonna go with that. Yeah, the wallet's probably what's causing him to look so down. Probably felt the immediate karma after breaking my phone, even though it was most likely an accident. Khazard wants to relive his solo Snoot game playthrough and get ending 1. No, I don't.
Very Inko self-centered line right there.
I don't want to start the year off with enemies as well. Now, see, that would be at the deep sea school. I walk up to him, asking, an enemy. You don't want to have an enemy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I walk up to him, asking the people.
Who needs anemone?
Asking the people in front if I could move up first. I have the wallet ready in my hand. I'm terrible at telling what kind of dinosaur he is, let alone anyone I've met so far. Minus maybe like 3 of them. God, they all just look alike. Orange dude. Is your wallet? The Dodger's eyes light up as they lock onto his wallet, then immediately snatches it back from my hand. I like that pose, he's so happy.
Again.
Very Gotta find the voice again, give me a sec. Wait.
TV Pixel says they all look so unalike. Which, I will say that was one of my first responses to seeing Leon. Was just like, he does not look like anything else.
Dude, holy shit. Thank you so much, man.
That's very good, I like that.
He opens it up, making sure everything is where it's supposed to be, still not batting an eye at me. Raptor, Jesus, does he even notice I'm still here? A very JoJo-like pose. You're welcome.
If you were to hold it for as long as he has, yes, it becomes very JoJo-like.
He finally moves his head upward, and his eyes finally meet mine. Now, I'm starting to wonder now, is the blue under his eyes part of, like, dino pattern, or is he just very, very tired?
Or maybe he's...
Like, he's got big bags.
I was gonna say, maybe he's wearing eyeshadow.
Hey, I...
No, I've never talked to a human before.
None of the first part picked up.
Yeah, that was very sad.
Really?
Yeah.
Get closer to the mic.
Alright. Let's do that again. Oh, damn! No way! You're that new human transfer. Sick! I've never talked to a human before. Shit, I don't even think I met one in real life. Cousin said he met one once, but I thought he was full of shit.
About my phone yesterday?
Oh. Ooh.
His eyes bulge out in an oh shit moment.
You ran into. Damn. Sorry, boss. But hey, I got something for you.
He swings his backpack around and plops it onto the floor and unzips the smaller compartment. Peeking out, I can see a large variety of phones. Different brands, different models, a whole assortment. I don't know how he's fitting it all into one pocket.
He said it was in his backpack.
He then pulls out a phone similar to mine, except this is newer. Much newer. Ah, I get it. Newer for Newa.
Newer account. That's the name of his child.
There you go, man, on the house policy since I was the one to break your phone.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, wait, where'd you even get the money to buy this? You didn't even have your wallet.
Off the back of a truck. Ah, nah, homie. I got a stock from a third party, my man. I can get crazy cheap. Plus, it's a Pixel phone, so it's not like they're being pricey to begin with. You know, forget about it.
His stock?
Yo, you want to come sit with my table? I know you're new to this school, so I can introduce you to some kick-ass people.
I'm stunned. This is feeling very strange to me. The immediate thoughts that rushed into my head were, why me? What's the catch? Does someone want to assassinate me, and is this a lure?
Goodbye,
Wait.
Zon. I'm just offering.
I thought you said, "Is this lore?" At first, like, am I learning lore about people?
No, if this was lore, this would be Tiffany.
That's
Guess he caught.
offensive.
Guess he caught on to my uneasy pause. Look, I'm very. I'm just trying to get lunch. Honestly, I want to be alone right now.
Hey, all good, boys. My table's always open if you change your mind. I'm Leon, by the way.
Ah, cool. I really like the panels popping up. That's just really nice for this game. Nua.
You son of a bitch. Noah. Cool. I remember that. Get you some other time.
Huh. That went better than I expected.
What the fuck? Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I said, well, PB Pixel asked, when can we fap? And I said, right now if you want. And then he said, you've asked for this.
I mean, you gave the permission, Hinkle. I'm not at fault here.
On a side note,
I told this man he could break No Nut November, so that's on you.
Hold on a second. I need to do something real quick. I need to end this chat. My computer's acting funky. Hold on.
Oh.
Nope, I've made it worse.
Uh-oh.
No, here we go. Okay, 1 second.
He has left the Discord.
I guess he went to go fat first.
Damn it, Pixel, you put the idea in his head.
Pixel, he's racing you now. We'll get the timers up. We'll speed run this.
All right, who will get the leaderboard position? Actually, I say who will get the pole position. That sounds more apt.
I can't post the Golden Gator. I haven't given enough bits.
Not breaking my consecutive No Nut November streak for anything or anyone. Now that's some commitment. Or commitment, rather.
You made me do this.
Deserved. Jeez, Hinkle really got.
What do you think got him?
Probably the chat. He just said he was going to end them.
That would imply chat does anything.
That's where we find out chat was in the house the whole time.
Non-stop nut November.
Non-stop. That.
Mexican cartel.
Ah. No.
Those dinos locos.
He was saying this was going to get back to him somehow in real life.
All 12 people are with Hinkle currently. Damn, this has only been 2.5 hours?
Wow. Time flies.
I know, but I'm like, I'm probably gonna have to tap out by the hour.
Hmm. Yeah, we can make this a two-parter. You know, chat, you might have an answer to this. How is, does any of those other Snoot-likes have demos or anything yet? This demo is long? Oh. There are multiple
It's
dates.
definitely gonna be... Okay, cool.
Goes to Friday, oh.
Yeah, I guess we could just make the next week this and then go back to Wani.
Yeah.
So Shima could actually get to enjoy some of it. And maybe take over some voicing responsibilities, the lazy bastard.
Devlog, okay. Guess we'll do that, yeah, we could do that one after Wani then. Well, after Homestar Runner. We owe Vigil that.
Definitely do, and I'd also like to just play through that, because I kind of missed that.
Yeah. I also saw they had a little point-and-click adventure game they also released that I picked up, I think, a few months ago.
I don't want to do The Wolf Among Us now, if that's on Steam.
Is it?
Because that would be... Let me check, actually, because if that is, that would be funny. Because those Telltale games are a lot like visual novels, and that, you know, there's the multiple choices, and it's just like we could be getting into your ears whispering the wrong shit.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, it's only $15.
Nice.
The first Tales from the Borderlands is also really good. And both the Batman ones are fairly decent.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had Batman ones.
Yeah, they do their own continuity. They're actually pretty good.
Oh.
You could just straight up just like the Joker's radically different.
Like how so?
Basically. Because he's not the Joker when you first meet him. He's just kind of like a nice mental patient with some really he kind of has violent breaks. And like, you could basically make him your morality pet. And it's just kind of wholesome to see Bruce and the Joker being friends.
That does sound nice.
Because, like, he's not this evil bastard. He's just actually kind of a nice guy under it all.
Just demos you want? Well, I mean, I'm also good for Snoot mods to get a list of those for the future, but anything that these games have progress of.
I am back. Discord is doing something real weird lately. I think it's happened maybe on stream before, or at least while we've been in a voice chat before, where like it just makes everything else or it makes itself uninteractable, for lack of a better way of explaining it, and then like it ends up like infecting other parts of the computer, and they all become uninteractable until all I can do is hard reset the computer.
Oh, geez, that...
It's almost like Discord is becoming a form of malware.
I mean, my first thought would be that that's some sort of memory leak in Discord then.
Interesting. It happens when I like alt tab sometimes out of Discord. I would love to know what specifically is causing it, so I can avoid it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm back. We can continue.
All right. Devlog
I'm sorry
demo
for the
is
delay.
30 to 40 minutes. Hey, maybe we could put that in after the Snoot after the Wani stream, because that probably might end earlier into the night. I don't know how far are we in for the final Route 3 on that. Well,
Have we started Route 3?
yeah, remember we ended on helping out Olivia. We got back and we found she like bruised up her knees trying to walk.
Oh yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. You gotta leave. Have a good night, Trash Rat. Definitely try to stop by more. We'll be glad to have you. Well, now that Hinkle's Discord is sorted out, rather effectively, I might add, it's time to treat myself to lunch. What do they have for lunch here? I stand in the populated line leading up to one of the lunch stand, mostly populated by carnivorous-looking dodgers. The sign connecting to the wall that obscured the lunch stand was simply labeled as carnivore. You are my second favorite Overwatch character.
Junkrat. I wonder if that was why he named himself Trash Rat.
Oh, maybe. 3 human.
I do like Junkrat though. If I'm gonna play a D,
yeah, he was a fun one. 3 human pro tags, which is your favorite? Well, I don't know how much I could say of Nuwa so far, but he is definitely intriguing. I mean, I think I definitely have to put Anon over Inko, because Inko's worst traits just make him really insufferable when in those bad routes.
Yeah, he gets really holier than thou for some reason.
Yeah. So I think Inko is number 3, definitely. I'll have to decide.
Oh, God, no. Nuwa is number 3.
Well, I can't fairly rank him yet. I don't know, maybe he becomes really bad in his bad endings.
Well, weirdly, I have a hard time putting Nuwa in the same category at all, because he's not made by cavemen on.
I guess that's a fair point, too.
I still feel you can compare them on some level.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I also feel like you can compare apples and oranges. I hate that expression.
Yeah, one has a thick skin and the other doesn't.
There you go. What are the many similarities that can be compared between them?
That's not a similarity.
Yeah, it's a difference, but yeah, it is a comparison.
It's a similarity in that they both have skins of varying thickness.
I'm wondering what.
No, they don't. Apples all have the same density. What are you on about?
No, I'm saying apples have a skin, and oranges have a skin.
Yeah, but that wasn't what Kaz said. He was bringing up how they had 2 different types of skin.
Yeah, but it's a similarity that can be compared.
Oh no! See,
because they both have skin.
No, see, I was talking like emotionally. Like apples can take insults very well, but oranges are pussies.
No, that'll be the other way around. Apples are thin-skinned.
I know. I was doing a play on expectations.
See, that's why they have such a thick shell. It's because they're afraid.
I'm wondering what they could be serving today as I shuffle my feet a few inches forward as the line moves. My skinny ass could use some chicken nuggets.
No, PB Pixel. I've specifically been convinced to like Caveman on. That's it.
Lots of people worked in Snoot that didn't work on Wani. The fan base is brought up by fan makers. So you guys heard him. Put Caveman on's label on anything and Hinkle will like it.
No, that's not what I said.
Yeah, we were afraid the Mexican cartel got you.
Yeah, you were gone for so long.
Damn, you let that bomb. That's mean.
What?
I said he just let that joke bomb. That was me.
But as the line in front of me became...
Or is he gone? Because he hasn't responded at all now.
Oh no, they got him again.
I'll be honest, I didn't even understand that that was a joke.
It was in the chat, so I was just bringing it back up. It happened while you were gone. It was funny.
Oh, now I don't know what we're talking about.
But as the line in front of me became shorter and shorter, I start to realize what they were serving. Looking down at the first tray I see, my fears were confirmed. They're serving human!
These are tendies, not nuggies.
Oh, that sound effect was perfect.
This is very Ed, and Eddie sound effect.
It's literally just a whole leg of lamb.
Oh, that should be something we should add to the soundboard.
I mean, they did release all those sound effects a while back.
What? Oh, that's perfect. Put them in.
Yeah, gotta put in the sumo one.
Sumo!
On every tray. Raw. How the fuck am I even supposed to eat this? I cut my losses and head to the line heading towards the herbivore section. It's just gonna be like squares of dirt with grass growing on it.
You're not far off.
I think these straight up are the Ed and Eddie sound effects. The trays were just tree branches. Okay, what do we think the pescatarian is gonna be? Something they can't eat.
Raw fish.
It'd be funny if it turns out to be sushi.
I was just about to say that.
The trays were just tree branches. Okay, one more stand. The pescatarian section. For Raptor Jesus' sake, please let them have something that's edible. Maybe they have fish sticks or something.
That is straight up an Ed, and Eddie sound effect. There's not even hiding that one.
It's an aquarium of live fish.
It's like the funniest way you could have done it.
Well, shit.
You know, the creator being a comic artist is really obvious now.
People were thirsting over the lunch lady, myself included. She's got a vibe to her.
Here for your shit.
The principal did say I was the only human in this school. Most likely they wouldn't bother with spending the school budget to accommodate one human. I mean, could they at least have a grill in the back? Just throw the leg of lamb on there. Put it over fire. Oh wait, they were never cavemen. They never invented fire.
By definition, dinos cannot be cavemen.
Wow, you think dinosaurs can't be people?
Not humans.
I guess.
No one has said anything about humans. You can have cavemen.
Well, if they were in caves, they'd be cave-saurians, not cavemen.
Yeah, see, we got you there, Hinkle. Guess I'll go hungry. Then it hit me. Ow, that hurt. Mom, you're a lifesaver.
Oh no, my mother of the candy.
The lunch my mom made for me from this morning. Thank God. Opening the bag, I realized that my oh-so-beloved mom decided to make me a BLT for lunch, preparing it in a plastic wrapper. What about hybrids like Amber? Well, see, that's what makes them so powerful. She's a dinosaur, but can make fire, which counters the cold blood weakness they normally have.
Can make fire? That's how you describe it. Just can make fire, not, might also just be warm-blooded.
They can make fire. I can make fire with my blood.
She's cold-blooded, but she can make fire. Is that...
No, it's...
she has something that precluded her from doing it before?
Yes.
Humans have the T. Veronica virus. Their blood is fire. That was a deep cut.
I mean, I'd be happy, but I'd also be like, what the fuck, Mom? You couldn't spring for some ham and cheese.
By this point, it didn't surprise me anymore that my mom still insisted on making me things with tomatoes in them, even though I told her countless times that just feeling them in my mouth makes me almost want to throw up.
Well,
Nua, why are you so weak?
So I hate tomatoes, so I kind of relate on this.
I mean, I'll admit I wasn't on, like, eating tomatoes in a salad for a while, but that was just more because salads were never that great until, oh, you could just put not lettuce in them. It's really just a matter of doubt if I was just never served a good salad for a while.
Don't like raw tomato. If it's cooked, I'll eat it, but I just don't like it raw.
Hmm. But whatever. I'll just pick them off. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
BL.
Now there's the matter of seating. The room was packed, no seat left unattended, at least from what I could see. Several of the students vary in size, weight, color, making it impossible to even find an empty seat. I do see some unoccupied tables outside, indicating maybe more seats. If not, maybe some stairs I could sit on while I eat. Y'all some picky bitches. No, it really does come down to if you're never served a good version of food, you're just gonna not want to have that food.
Exactly. It's like, if you spend all your life eating shitty risotto, you're never gonna want to try, like, world-class risotto.
Yeah. Or, like, sometimes a bad dish could just put you off from something. I remember when I moved to a new school, and the first time they had hot dogs for lunch, I had one. Turned out they boiled their hot dogs, and it tasted awful. I did not have hot dogs for like a year or so after that because the taste was so bad. I just hated hot dogs.
What was that? Your first hot dog ever?
No,
or?
It was just at this
Okay.
school. Like, I go to the school, I'm like, hot dog day. Oh, sweet, that's awesome. I get a hot dog, I eat, I would take a bite, and I'm like, oh, what is this horrible taste?
Yeah, I can't. I've
You
never
don't
heard of
like
boiling. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's like an older, like, that's a thing, like, back in the day people would have done.
That's just, like, I mean, I kind of prefer, I mean, I don't have, like, a hot dog steamer, so that's kind of the closest I can get to it. But, like, I'm not the biggest on grilling them, that honestly.
Also does,
like, that's, if you get them from a cart, they're not going to be grilled.
yeah. It also depends on the hot dog. Like, whenever we put stuff on the grill, like for hot dogs or stuff, we always usually go for the more premium, fatter ones rather than normal.
Actually, if I'm going to use the grill, I'll get, like, a Nathan's or something nice.
Yeah. Eventually, I make my way outside with the plastic wrapper in my hand. I remember seeing some cafeteria benches outside of the building. Maybe I'll be lucky and see one of those seats was still open. The second I step outside, my ears almost cave in at the hellish noise that's coming from the basketball court. The sound of a whistle. There's a decent-sized crowd surrounding the ball court. The court itself, a game is in progress. Most of the seats that were closer to the backdrop were all occupied, but there's still some space nearing the top of the bleachers. The way the metal seats bent ever so slightly made me feel uneasy, like any sudden movement could seal my fate in the form of a 7-foot fall. For a second, the sketch line behind the trees made me think all the trees were basketball-shaped because we're at the basketball court. Wow, the gardener here's are great. But whatever. At this point, I just want to eat my sandwich in peace. Funnily enough, I have a pretty decent view down at the game from my elevated position. As I unwrap my one chance at nutrients for the school day, my eyes start to wander back to the court. Burger. Hey, it looks like he still has his tomato on there. Oh wait, no, that would be the bacon, because it's pink.
But it's supposed to be a bacon, lettuce, and tomato, so it just be bacon and lettuce.
Yeah. Also, where's the... He just has, like, oh, that's some nasty lettuce then, if that's what that's supposed to be.
Well,
Just,
It's the bacon?
no, the bacon should be the pig thing. Otherwise, that's really
No, that's the
questionable lettuce.
tomato.
No, he
It's the
took that
tomato.
off.
He took the tomatoes off.
But I just figured they still drew it on there. Again,
Stand in.
Just... The game was seemingly starting to get very heated. There was a pretty diverse team on each side, wearing red and blue shirts respectively. As I finally got rid of the last bits of plastic, I realized that... Raptor, Jesus, Mom. Half of this fucking sandwich was just tomatoes.
whoa.
I'm taking them off.
It's not even cut. It's just the whole tomato on the sandwich. A groan escapes.
Why is this sandwich so tall?
A groan escapes my mouth as I peel it open to reveal the entire tomato had been cut up into slices before being squished.
Oh, wow,
It really
you weren't
is,
that far off.
Had been cut up into slices before being squished between the lettuce and bacon. We should just write one of these. We keep predicting them so much. After almost 2 minutes of peeling, I finally had a sandwich that I could actually eat. Taking the first bite, despite the still lingering taste of that cursed vegetable, it was still pretty good. You know, Nua, this is why you're a twig, because you're not eating your vegetables. Animation!
Bum.
Each of these games is upping the ante, and I'm just gonna be spoiled on visual novels because of these dinosaurs.
Well,
Volcano High, oddly stiff.
hey, I mean, look, Goodbye Volcano High may have been oddly stiff, but it was also fully almost fully voice acted.
Almost fully.
And almost fully animated.
Oh, see, that's the thing. The almost kind of makes it worse. You went 80% and tripped at the finish line.
I would have
And then-
expected more from a game that had to go in for rewrites for apparently multiple years.
Yeah.
And government funded.
Yep, that was funded by Canadian tax dollars.
My eyes start wandering back up to watch as the ball game goes on. I honestly don't have a clue about sports, but I could tell both teams were effective in their respective positions. As I struggle, there she is! Her.
She's a basketball player.
Yeah, I'm guessing she's gonna be a tomboy.
That girl is a tomboy.
Also fight, third dino game, Triceratops, cuz 3.
Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Titus, when did you get here?
Thank you.
As I struggle to keep track of the ball while every team member passes the ball swiftly, a larger yellow Triceratops takes the pass and swiftly weaves past the others trying to block her goal. Oh, she'll probably like these tomatoes. They just chucks them on the court at her.
What the fuck? What a wild thing to think.
Look, it's Triceratops herbivores.
Starts throwing the food at her.
At least, I think she's a Triceratops. She leaps backwards, going for the shot. And then suddenly, our eyes meet. Oh wait, no, I'm not sitting on the stands, I'm sitting in the middle of the court. She's wondering why I'm here. For some reason, it feels like the whole world just stopped as I studied her face for the brief moment I had. The way her wide eyes sparkled as she stared at me. What about that look felt so different? Before the moment can last any longer, I watch as she completely misses her shot and lands right on her ass. The ball gets wedged between the hoop and the back panel.
Womp womp.
Even though it sucked for the team, I couldn't help but chuckle. I mean, come on. That's gotta take some luck to get it wedged in there like that. I turned my head back to the girl, still sitting on the ground. She's just holding her stare at me.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
No, this is like the other games when Inko or Anand saw the Dino girl and they're just like locked and staring. But we're on the receiving end of it this time.
Why the fuck is she staring at me like that?
Has she also never seen a human before?
Yeah, what is she staring at?
I still recommend Slay the Princess as it would stay on the same level, if not better than Snoot-game. Yeah, I remember you recommended that before. And I did see they just released like some sort of big update or something. So
Is that a graphic novel?
yeah, it's another visual novel. So yeah,
That's
it'll be
quite
on
a-
the list. I like the shimmering of the light spot.
And if she was sad, her eyes would look like a Mokus is wearing little shoes.
I love that. That stare. I shouldn't be bothered by it, but it's for some reason it's off-putting.
It's like two Amoguses falling.
As I began to ponder as I studied her expression more. Then it hit me why this fell off. Everyone I've met looked at me in a negative way. It was always either pity, disgust, or contempt. But this was different. I've only ever seen this kind of expression in movies. The only word that comes to mind was wonder. I love the deeper zooming in. It's like they said, it's like a romance movie. Even after the whistle that caused the team to retreat back to the bleachers, those blue eyes still lock onto me as she clumsily walks back to her seat. This feels strange.
Damn, dude, he just crept up behind you. See if they're gonna liking to our women's basketball team, I say.
Oh, that's why the bleachers are empty.
No, they said the bleachers were not empty.
They certainly weren't packed, though.
Jeez, how are these dinos so quiet? Yeah, just watching them practice.
Very tiny feet. You know, this team has won many awards for our school homes. It's one of the best high school basketball teams in the state.
Uh-huh. I turned back to look and see if that girl is still looking at me. Sure enough. She still is. That's a nice shot. Look at those muscles.
Look at that butt.
Indeed.
Look at that tail.
Wow, those two behind her are really angry.
Wait, what dinos are this? Looks like another gator, I guess, because of the jagged mouth.
Triceratops?
Yeah, some sort of triceratops has got the little horn nose.
There's 3 horns.
Hey, look, they even got the same hat. That's why she's looking. You shop there too?
You also wear black ski caps?
I'm caught in the time loop.
Just watching them play, you can really appreciate the art of the sport, Holmes.
Diego strides in front of me, making extravagant poses as he gestures to the team down below. Man, look at all those rings.
I'm probably gonna pass Diego off to Shima.
You know, I was just thinking too, this feels like a Shima character. Unironically, Khazard pre-played this. Hey, don't give away my secrets. Hey!
No.
Behavior, their form. It's really about our strategy. Endurance.
What the hell is he talking about? I'm having to lead side to side to get another glance at the team, but I'm blocked by Diego's massive motions. God damn it, move!
She not comfortable, Hermano? Why are you moving like that, Hermano?
Damn it, I can't see, dude! I like this face.
Really, again, it's the gruff voice. It doesn't like picking it up as well.
Oh.
Oh, freaking of me. We might distract you from this fine performance we put on display.
The expressions they have been amazing, just so great.
I think the big difference is this seems like this one was made by an artist first, as opposed to Caveman On, who seemed to be more of a programmer.
Yeah. Roach is a good artist. Yeah, definitely so far. Can you shut up for like 1 second? I look around the courtyard. The team had already dispersed and was heading back inside. No sight of the triceratops.
Is there an issue? What troubles you?
Nothing, just saw someone.
Do tell.
Tell what?
Second day, and we've met love at first sight.
That's stupid as shit.
Somewhere in the different distance, Tiffany. Hell's not offensive.
No, it's still pretty offensive.
Oh, he didn't say it though.
He thought it, though.
We all thought it. Nonsense. I've witnessed many times before, hermano.
Can you stop calling me that?
Into a beautiful relationship. Every bud must blossom into a beautiful relationship in this tree called life, I say.
Literally, this started because people kept asking Roach which game his OCs, Nua and Mimi, were from. Roach has made this game have a more comic approach, with some shots being accompanied by panels. So he probably made a bit more expressions for each character. And he has a team to help. So this dude made some Snoot OCs, and people loved them so much, he's like, oh shit, I'll just make a game out of it then.
No, it sounds
People
even
keep
more
asking me-
specifically. He made some Snoot OCs, and people liked them so much they kept asking what they're from, and he's like, they're not from anything. So rather than continuing to say they're not from anything, he made a game just to have an answer to the question that people keep asking.
Oh, great.
Like the legend is two lovers destined to meet eye to eye. But alas, the star-struck lovers must overcome the obstacles because they can get before them to be finally together, truly.
The funny
Like
part
Pharaoh.
is that instead of making the game about Mimi, people then just decided that they wanted the game to be about a different girl that he made for this game. Sorry for interrupting.
The heroine tale, the lovers to rule, with the tragic legend of Romeo and Juliet, there comes.
Wow, now you're talkative!
I could hear him still ramble on from a distance, and I can also see a small gathering of students surround him, intrigued in whatever he's babbling about as I'm walking back inside. Okay, Puss in Boots, see ya. Still thinking about that weird staring Trigger.
Oh my god.
Trigger. Is that a word? I'm gonna use it. Was she even a triceratops? They're supposed to have the crest on the back of their head, right? Oh yeah, she didn't have one of the... Oh no, wait, she stuffed it in her hat. I get she was wearing a beanie, but shouldn't it be big as hell? More noticeable? I never really paid any attention to dinosaur species. I could be mixing her out with something else entirely. Still, just the thought of that stare causes the small hairs on my arms to stand up. Now, Pixel, don't worry, I have the T card. I don't know how to feel about it. What was her deal?
What was her deal? That was weird.
Yeah, I'm wondering what.
Okay, it was implied she was awestruck. She'd never seen a human before.
I guess.
He said wonder.
I would love if she wasn't staring at him. She was just staring at the whole tomato in his hand. She was just very hungry. Math class comes around, by far the bane of my very existence. The teacher is already inside, writing some equations and formulas on the board. I take a seat at the second row from the back of the class. Good rule of thumb is to never sit too close or too far from the front. Good way to get called out for a random problem that you have no idea to solve, therefore making you look like an idiot in front of the whole class. She probably has fantasies about humans and she finally gets to see one. Well, if we take Trish as an example of the species, yes.
Excuse me?
Because people like to joke that Trish is really into humans.
What's that?
The
I didn't
joke
know
is that
people
she's
joke
just-
about that.
Yeah, the joke is that she's just super tsundere.
She wants the BHC.
And she's just bullying him until he gets angry enough to just start making. Yeah, I remember there's one I saw where it was like she's just trying to bully him until he eventually snaps and like tries to become dominant with her.
Lol.
Funny.
She's just wondering why he won't leave her alone.
Funny thing, you haven't actually even met Best Girl yet. Well, we already met the T-Rex and the Triceratops. How could there be an even better Best Girl? She has a featherless biped fetish.
No, she doesn't. She likes Faye.
No, I think they're probably talking about the Triceratops here.
Ah.
I see 3 other students gather at one desk. The one occupying the desk looks familiar. Wait, isn't that orange dude? He's handing one of them something while the teacher isn't looking. A small red rectangular object. All right, class, get to your seats. The other 3 students quickly get back to their seat as if nothing ever happened. Now I'm curious.
Was he handing out drugs?
No, he was handing out illegal TI-85 calculators.
It's
Oh,
perfectly
no.
legitimate. You didn't see anything.
I quickly swap my current seat to the empty seat in front of me so I could be behind Leon. Be sure you are comfortable with your seating because that will be your seat for the rest of the year.
Lamau.
Now hold tight while I grab some water. Now's my chance. I lean in to tap Leon's shoulder.
Oh shit! What's up, my guy?
You a plug? What's that mean?
I saw I was right. That
Oh,
yeah, drugs. But I think it wasn't actually supposed to be drugs.
it's probably another phone, I would bet.
But I was right in that that was supposed to be the implication. Who's Leon again?
Scruffy.
That's me.
Oh, yeah.
I said but I don't think the mic
Oh.
likes it.
Yeah. You just gave him some Fent, didn't you?
No, that shit. That shit's for losers. But I am glad you asked.
Leon opens up his backpack and the inside of his jacket simultaneously, revealing a plentiful amount of goods like electronics and candies. Yo, man, you got some Butterfingers in there? Wait, is that a tiny cloud sword?
I mean, I'm not sure if it's the Buster Sword. No, it's definitely not Buster's sword.
Or is
but
it just a sword?
it's strangely familiar.
Lion.
What are you calling?
What's all this stuff?
My goods refer to phones, snacks from my hometown, and the crad favorite, Bin Bendo's 3BCs.
Yes, a tiny sword and a Nintendo 3DS.
I just fucking got that.
Yeah, I have a tiny sword for my 3DS.
I'm upset it took me that long to get that joke.
What, Bin Bendo?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, that and then the thing after. I'm like, what the oh, it's a 3D.
3D. Wow. I'm sorry.
3 VCs, that's funny. Want anything? I can hook you up.
Nah, I'm good.
Fair enough, Paisan. I am still waiting for you to come and shoot the shit with us tomorrow. I'm bringing something for everyone.
Maybe. The teacher steps in and shuts the door, placing his mug of water on his desk.
Duty looking teacher.
Alright, let's get started. While the teacher writes some simple formulas down on the board, Leon leans in towards me for a whisper.
Yeah.
That kind of picked up.
I got the gist of what he was
I
saying.
want to test something.
I do so reluctantly, wondering what intentions he has. Leon then grabs my wrist and wraps a bracelet on.
See that tag? Pull it.
I notice a very tiny tag peeking out below the bracelet. What could this be? Confetti?
It says, "Do not remove under penalty of law."
Pulling on it unveils a small slip of paper with some pre-written formulas. Dude, this class hasn't even started yet. How are you making stuff like this? I mean, math formulas don't change. They're fairly universal.
Gotta prepare ahead of time to make sure my methods work.
Yep, but how did you even get these answers?
Frugal.
Hey, no talking in class. He does a shinji in your arm. What does that mean? Does a shinji.
Obviously, he does a Shinji in your
Yeah.
The rest of the day went by in a flash, at least for this build of the game, and I went home with that girl on my mind.
Lol.
Until the next day comes around.
Right, that seems like a good stopping point.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm kind of falling asleep over here.
Yeah, that's a good stop point halfway through. Now, bring up the save.
Walking in.
I'm sleeping here.
I'm really enjoying this so far.
I'm enjoying it more than I expected. It's not Caveman on, so I didn't expect much. I mean, in general, I've always been a person who doesn't like fan-made content, so a fan game of a fan game is definitely outside of my normal purview. But it's pretty good.
Yeah, especially the art. Art's been great.
I have mixed feelings on the art, but it's an early build.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least the characters and the expressions and, the paneling popping up. It's got a really great style to it.
It's also got a lot of much nicer UI stuff, just like all the different... It's more...
Yeah, that's very true.
More feedback and everything while you're going through the panels. It's more satisfying to watch and play.
Yeah. Which, I mean, probably... you had... Snoot and Wani, so if you're making a game inspired by that, you can kind of see a lot of what they did and just build off of that. You got a good base to work off of to go forward.
There's a lot of times with Wani where it's like they couldn't just move the puppets or something instead of just having them slide. And and I don't mean slide or move in the sense of animation. More like they couldn't have changed pose while they were moving or something. Or they move and change pose and they don't stay static the entire time instead of sliding across.
That's part of the fun.
Like this one, they switch into different poses and it's way more animated in how the characters interact and move.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's very appreciated.
Yeah. I feel like it definitely comes to, probably Wani. They were selling that as a product, so there probably was a deadline for that they wanted to hit, whereas this definitely the guy's probably more passion project that's not needing to be put out at any set point, so they can do a lot more of the fine touching of details like that.
since he's the head
True.
guy, it's like he has final say in all the art, and since he's a fairly competent artist.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, so because somebody was saying earlier about how like some of these characters look like they're not even from the same thing, and I definitely like what's his name, Ricardo?
Yeah.
Not the orange raptor, the blue gator. I don't know, his character design. It just doesn't strike me as the same as like the Mimi or
I would say it's a lot of blue in his palette that kind of makes it blend
Yeah,
together.
he's very monocolor. He's got a little bit of a donut steel energy in his design too.
it's just
that's his name, Diego.
Yeah,
generally
Diego.
like the line, like just down to like the line work. It's just, it feels like a different artist drew him.
Yeah, maybe it's still an early draft for that character.
Yeah, no, and that's very true and possible.
Wow, Hinkle can't even be bothered to differentiate Mexican names.
But yeah, like Mimi's design just felt so much more full and finished and drawn by someone else.
Well, as it seems, apparently he's been drawing her a lot before this game was even a concept.
Sorry, I didn't mean Mimi, I meant Tiffany.
Oh.
But also Mimi too. But you know, overall, it's pretty good. Better than I expected. I think it's going in a very interesting direction with the whole jaded right wing asshole approach. I very much wonder what the message of this story is going to end up being.
I mean, if I had to take a shot on what the message would be, it would probably, just going off, I said earlier when we saw Nuwa reading the Kawasa's video, he's making, the mountains out molehills and making himself a victim. He's kind of throwing a pity party and always being against everything else. So it's probably just going to be stop taking, what would the
Wallow
word
in
be?
your self-pity, man.
Yeah, like, don't wallow in your self-pity and don't, just because something bad happens, don't, like, get against everybody else for, I don't know.
It didn't feel like self-pity to me, but I mean...
Well, I mean, he was
maybe.
looking up the video of him getting beat up and reading the comments. You're not going to do that unless you want to, like, justify your negative feelings in a bad way. Like, he wants to be upset, is what I'm getting at. Like, he just wants to be this kind of negative vibe, and that's not good. One of the animators for this mod said they're no joke. Their work on this game, their payment is 1 bag of chips. Well, I hope it's a good bag of chips. I hope it's like salt and vinegar. No, sour cream and onion. That's the best chip flavor. All right. Definitely good run. We'll pick this up next week and get Shima in. We'll pull him midway to not have any of the build-up.
Yeah. Perfect. Tell him to give him the VOD and only him.
Well,
like,
no,
upload
well, the VOD will still be on Twitch, that's true. But I do plan to get this one uploaded. He has to watch it
soon. He has to watch it before he it's required reading.
No, I think it's better if he goes in blind.
Lol.
We'll get his first reactions to the characters as they pop back up in each of these scenes. Alright. So, I think tomorrow I'm gonna maybe stream Soma. If I get off these MMOs for a bit. But in the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. Get more of... We'll hold on until next week for more me. So, no one else is streaming Snoot or any of these other Snoot-likes, but there is one person streaming the Gator, so I'm going to send you over that way. So have fun, enjoy more dinosaurs, have a good weekend, have a good No Nut November, I mean, you probably lost based off the girls in this, so you know, live out the rest of the month how you will.
Joke less.
Jelk the Butterfingers less. All right. Have a good night and see ya.
Cat
Bye.
is actually merchandise. Jelk the Butterfinger.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm leaving. Bye.